What can I say, everybody? Welcome back to Drew Pavlu's show, episode 44. We had some technical difficulties at the end of the stream yesterday, and chat bullied me actually a little bit. They were comparing me to a lesbian woman. It was very disturbing. It really got under my skin. I accidentally smashed the glass. But we're back. As I told you, I'm doing this every single day. Easy Money says, hello, Drew, big fan. Hello, mate, how you going? Drew Pavlu, more like Drew Minions. That's fucked up, man. G'day, Champion Drew. Hello, Steve. Thanks for always joining, man. Listen, guys, I see on my Instagram Live, I've got a bloke named Bailey watching. How are you going, Bailey? It's good to have so many people watching. As I told everybody, you should go to my YouTube link. The YouTube link is in the bio on my Instagram. I'd encourage everyone to go there. If you're watching on Twitter, go to my Instagram link and leave a like on the YouTube video. YouTube will recommend us to more people. I see William Yang, the CCP supporter, has tuned into the Instagram show. William Yang, very disturbing individual. Actually, he should even come on the show. William, comment on the Instagram. If you want to join the show, I'll send you the link and you can literally stream in live and we can literally discuss. I've got a chat says, don't worry, Drew, we love you, Pookie. Hey, how you going, Snazzy Scotsman? I don't know if you saw yesterday, there was a bit of a crash out moment. Chat bullied me very harshly. Chat was calling me out and comparing me to a lesbian woman, and it was messed up. I've got a chat on Twitch. Great to see somebody on Twitch. This is the best Drew tweet. I can't see it. How do I find it? What tweet are you looking at? Is there a clip? I did upload the clip on my YouTube Shorts if you want to watch that. And I know a lot of people in Queensland are right now probably watching. Oh, yes, that was a good one, Metro Don't Trust Me. That was one of my greatest ever videos, actually. I thank you. Let me just quickly send this link out to my Discord server, guys, as well. I'm on Discord. I'd encourage everybody to join the Discord. That way you can keep up to date with the show. It's good. We've got a couple hundred people watching on Twitter, I believe, but unfortunately the YouTube audience is still a bit lower right now. I think we've got not too many people on YouTube right now, guys. If you're on YouTube, please leave a like, and then YouTube will recommend us to more people. That would be really good. I'm going to take a DNA. By the way, guys, I'm going to be taking a DNA test this week. I'm going to be trying to work out how Turkish I really am. It'll be really interesting. Live now. We've actually got how many people in the Discord server? I think it's about like 320 people or something like that, which is pretty good actually. I'm going to share the Discord link in the comments on Instagram and everything, and also we don't have that many people watching on Instagram. That's okay. If you're watching on Instagram, I'd encourage you to go across to my YouTube channel. Would you be okay with being Turkish? I wouldn't care. I think it'd be funny. Drew, I'm in your Discord pretending to be normal. No Nazis in the Discord. Come on, folks. Smash the like button. Very true. The radical left has gone crazy. That's so true. Oh, beautiful. We've got a super chat, a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Kalkin. Thank you. $10 super chat. Beautiful. That's beautiful, guys. Thank you so much. It makes the live streaming so much easier, guys. When I've got the super chats, they just keep me going. They're really helping to inspire me. Thank you so much, Kalkin. You're a legend. Thank you so much, Kalkin. 1986. Can you afford lunch now? It's going better, guys. It's going better. I had a great day yesterday. My Substack went really well. The editor of the Bulwark shared my Substack. Smash the like button like Drew smashes cups. Well said, Western Hegemony enjoyer. You know what? For the live stream, I'll play it back what happened. It was pretty fucked up. I'll just say right now, it was pretty fucked up. Hang on, I'm gonna bring that up on the stream. Does anybody here like Tyler Creator? That was my shit when I was a kid. Someone says, Drew, stream on Kick. You get the most money from there. Dude, I don't have anybody I wouldn't have anybody on Kick. I'm struggling to build it up as it is on YouTube. I think it'd be hard to go on another platform. How does Kick pay? A Greek who wouldn't care about being Turkish is a rare thing. I'm a very rare thing, my friends. Good morning or whatever time of the day it is where everyone is. Thank you, Lake Erie. Great to see you. Smash some pottery in the old Greek fashion to decide who gets exiled from Twitter. Well said. Yes, I like Igor. Kick is for weirdos. Don't stream on Kick. Okay, dude. I think Kick's controlled by an Australian, which is funny. How do we reach the Australian youth, guys? There's nobody better than Drew Pavlou when it comes to reaching the Australian youth. I think that's so unbelievably true. Actually, this is an interesting comment on Instagram. Gomtash says, should James Patterson be considered as a potential leader for the Liberal Party? I think he's a really smart guy. I think he can't be the leader because I think he's a senator. You have to be part of the lower house. You have to be part of the House of Representatives. But honestly, James Patterson is a really smart guy. I would say my two favorite Liberals are Andrew Hastie and James Patterson. Both of them were really supportive of me when I got expelled from the University of Queensland. Both of them were really nice. I appreciate that, Drew, for a bit of light introduction entertainment, can you look at the unit symbols of the Kraken Regiment in Ukraine? No, I don't think we're going to be doing that. Kick is really weird. Drew, what's going on with our Maroons? How's the Queensland team going? I'm probably being a bad bloke by the Blues are winning right now. Can I put this on the stream potentially? Where do you watch this? Is it on YouTube? Should I live stream the State of Origin, guys? I'm probably being a bad Australian by not watching the State of Origin right now, but I did promise everybody I do my stream every day at the same time, roughly. I can't give that up for the State of Origin. State of Origin live. Where do you watch it? I think it's on free to air TV. Trying to find a live stream of it, guys. If you guys have a live stream of the State of Origin, I'll literally put it on the show, and we'll actually introduce our American viewers to the great world of Australian sports. Kick has a program called KSIP. Basically, you get paid per chat message. It's basically a money machine. Seriously? Okay, guys, I got to get on Kick then. I need to get money. Haha, Senator Van lost his seat. Yeah, he's a funny guy. It's pretty funny that he lost his seat. Hey, Drew, who's that piece of shit Greek in the EU that is pushing Russian propaganda? That's Fidius. We fucking hate Fidius. Fidius is disgusting. I'm not streaming on porn, guys. Don't get a copyright. Imagine State of Origin, but Greek v Turkish. So true. And Drew plays for Turkey. No, I'd be playing for Greece. State of Origin sounds like a land acknowledgement. So true. Hashtag drone strike Fidius. So important. Everybody is agreeing. Hello, Vitran. How you going, bro? I just read the Kick partner program. You actually have to be verified. How do you get verified? I don't think I'd get verified. I want to say to Gomtash, he's a Tibetan friend of mine. He says James Patterson and Andrew Hastie. These are the guys I like from the Liberals. Listen, they both helped me when the University of Queensland was trying to expel me, so I'm very appreciative of that. It was them and Kimberly Kitching, the Labor senator, and I miss Kimberly Kitching a lot. She was a beautiful figure, beautiful lady. Kimberly Kitching was really strong when it came to China, and she was a great Labor figure. And I'll always remember Kimberly Kitching as a great inspiration to me. And she worked very well in a bipartisan way with James Patterson and Andrew Hastie. And I think when it comes to these big foreign policy issues, we've got to definitely work in a bipartisan way. We can't let this stuff be partisan, guys. It would just be such a disaster if we let this stuff get partisan. Holy shit, we got another stream. We got another super chat. Thank you, Kalkin1986. Hashtag drone strike Fidius in a game. Thank you, Kalkin. That's goated, bro. We've got $20 in super chats. This is very powerful. Guys, if you're watching on the Instagram, go across to my YouTube. If you're on the YouTube, leave a like. It's so important, guys. So important. We've made $20 in 9 minutes of streaming. That's fucking powerful. That's very fucking powerful. If you're watching YouTube, guys, leave a like so that YouTube will recommend us to more people. I think we've got 20 people there now. We're just slowly building up. Hashtag drone strike Fidius. But we're talking about in Minecraft. Drone strike Fidius in Minecraft. I think it's like Twitch where you have to get a certain follow account. Yeah, I don't have enough followers there. Spectator seems like a site for people who want to stream but also drop slurs occasionally. I don't drop slurs. Thank you. Drew is on his way to afford dinner now. Sign the petition, folks. The change.org took down my drone strike Fidius petition. It's so unfair. So unfair and messed up. So unfair and messed up, guys. got a comment by Jay Hester. Has any proceeds of hip hop been taxed on social media recently? Not really. I don't think so. Not really. I haven't had the in a while. I think Jake Long is joining. That's voted Jacob Long is joining. I think the Instagram is a lot smaller. So I encourage everybody who's on Instagram, go across to the YouTube. It's very much a good idea to go across to the YouTube. Doesn't really look good on Instagram when you're streaming. Honestly, it doesn't really look good. But I'd encourage everyone to go across. The YouTube is where it's at. It's a lot easier. And by the way, guys, I've ordered Mexican food for dinner. I just thought I'd be like Nick Fuentes today. I thought we would have a Groper dinner, a Groper meal. When is the Captive Dreamer live debate happening? I've tried that so many times. How are you streaming on Instagram but not Kick? Okay, I'll literally create an account right now on Kick. But guys, I'm not gonna have anybody on Kick. Okay, I'm literally gonna. Yes. Okay, we're gonna cover Putin playing with fire according to Trump. Let's see. Let's look into that one. That's interesting. We know that. Oh, beautiful. $5 from, and it's a $5 New Zealander note. That's powerful as hell. Russia is a woke DEI dictatorship committing white genocide in Ukraine. Tough but fair. I have to be honest, guys. This guy, Tom Fonts, he seems to be making a lot of sense. Russia is a woke DEI dictatorship committing white genocide in Ukraine. Very controversial, but perhaps he's actually telling the truth, guys. Very interesting. Very interesting. I think he's actually telling the truth. Lake Erie says we're eating dick. No, not at all. Will Blunderfield reckons ancient Greek warriors sucked each other's mushrooms before battle. No, bro, not at all. Just trust me, Drew. Real shit. Hey, yo, love me some Mexican stuff. Enjoy it. Yeah, guys, we're going to have a Mexican dinner in honor of Nick Fuentes. Someone is telling me to create a Kick. I'm literally going to create an account on Kick right now, and I'll see if I can even start the stream up, like multi-stream. Guys, I'm having Mexican for dinner because I'm Nick Fuentes. What the hell? Someone's already got my name on Kick. What the fuck? Somebody took Drew Pavlu. That's so messed up. Okay, I'm going to put an underscore there. Malachi is updating us 14-6 to New Zealand. To New South Wales. That's disgusting. I hate that, guys. We want Queensland to win. And I'm very disturbed if they're not going to win that game. Very disturbed. 26 people on YouTube right now. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Leave a like on the YouTube stream. And then YouTube will recommend us to more people. Very fucking important. Very fucking important. We get more people, because we've got to build this thing up. Should Greece become the 51st state? No. Have you considered aligning yourself with the Liberal or Labor Party in the future? Listen, I like Labor, but they're just bad on China. It's really shame. It's a really big shame. It's hard because my views on a lot of issues would not naturally align with them, but when it comes to foreign policy, I just have such different views. Very hard for me. I'm not actually sure. I certainly want to get involved in politics when I'm older, guys, but I have to be like 50 years old or something like that, I think. Just message Kick support for the name. I'll try. Guzman and Gomez. Guys, it's here. 1 second. I'm going to go off stream and get my Mexican food because you know how it is. You know how it is. The Mexican food. It's a Groper meal, a Groper dinner for a bunch of Groipers on the stream. Guys, we're going to have GYG Mexican on stream because we're Groipers in honor of the Mexican nation. Beautiful stuff, guys. I got a burrito bowl. Beautiful food. Beautiful stuff. We love GYG, don't we? That's not a paid advertisement. That's not a paid advertisement.
There has been an increase in talk in Europe and East Asia recently about nuclear proliferation. The main reason have been the irresponsible actions of the world's two biggest nuclear powers. I believe the past is very instructive on this topic, but not the story of existing nuclear powers and their bombs. We all know how and why they got the bomb. I believe we can learn a lot on this topic.
You're a Groiper, show me your boyfriend. So unbelievably true. Aren't all parties soft on China in Australia? Yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of all parties in Australia are pretty bad. Drew sadly lacks a Catboy date to share his Mexican feast with Nick Fuentes. Guys, we're eating Mexican right now in honor of Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes, you see, a Mexican guy. We're having some Mexican food right now. Abuela cooked it. Abuela cooked it.
By looking at the countries that tried to get the bomb, but in the end didn't get the bomb. These countries and their programs are largely unknown to us and may give us insights into what the future may look like if nuclear proliferation becomes more attractive or even spreads. Sweden. Yes, the nice, friendly, peace-loving Swedes once had a secret nuclear weapons program. Why?
Such a beautiful comment by Surf Sherpa. There was an Enoch Powell anecdote from his time in the Punjab. He was offered a drink of water from an earthen tumbler by a Brahmin family, and after emptying the cup, he smashed it on the ground. Seeing this, the family smiled and said to each other, "He's Hindu." You did this without knowing about North Indian hygiene rituals. Very impressive, Drew. Thank you. That's why I smashed the cup yesterday. It was in honor of Brahmin traditions. Thank you, Sir Sherpa. That's a beautiful comment. Thank you, sir.
The Second World War left a deep
Swedish nuclear program goes hard. That's insane.
impression on Sweden. As a neutral state, it may have stayed out of the war, but Sweden also got a front row seat at seeing almost every other neutral state getting Belgiumed. It was also not lost on the Swedes that they were next in line and that there were German plans to invade and occupy them. The end of the Second World War also saw Sweden sitting a Baltic coastline away from an aggressive and expansionist Soviet Union that had just gobbled up much of the Baltic coast. The Soviets opened cold.
I agree. Australia needs nuclear weapons. Drew, I have an Orthodox fundamentalist friend with 50,000 followers. Would you debate him or an Orthodox fundamentalist? Yeah, sure. Sounds interesting to me. Let's do it. Please get in touch. Peter, are you on my Discord server or are you on my Twitter? That'd be interesting. Let's do it. That'd be interesting as hell. Thoughts on the coalition back together? Liberals making concessions. Nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens, guys. Nothing ever happens. Isn't it boring? Nothing ever happens. I thought it was going to be funny, but nothing ever happens.
Cold War related.
Holy shit. Kaukin is a total king tonight. Another $2 donation. Thank you, sir. Spicy Meatball. He's donated 22 in super chats. Guys, everybody should be like Kaukin. Everybody should be like Kaukin. Help me afford my food and my dinner. It's very kind of you. Thank you so much. What's the Discord link? Hang on. Let me send it to you. I'm going to post the Discord link in the comments, guys. Yep, Discord link is in the comments.
Relations with the Swedes by shooting down a Swedish plane over international waters, violating Sweden.
Why are you burning money on that high-end cuisine when you won't be able to afford rent in like a week? This was only about $15, guys. Come on. I thought I would have a Mexican dinner to show our respect to Nick Fuentes. Can you speak with a gay lisp in honor of Captain Dreamer? Hi guys, it's me, Captain Dreamer from Pota for Barcelona. Thank you so much. It's me, Captain Dreamer. It's me, Captain Dreamer from Pota for Barcelona. Thank you. It's me, Captain Dreamer. I'm trying to put the kick thing together, guys. Hang on, I'm putting the kick together. So, where is your Facebook account? I mean, I've got a Facebook page with 23,000 people, but it's like very dead because Facebook algorithm is just fucking destroyed. Drew, what's the greatest story never told? Captain Dreamer is the Spanish gay guy from Seinfeld. So fucking true. Let me get that up. Gay guy, Seinfeld. Spanish. Puerto Rico gay Seinfeld. Ah, yes, here we are.
It only happens once a year.
Guys, this is Captain Dreamer. This is literally Captain Dreamer.
Yeah, it's like this every day in Puerto Rico. Yeah, see, now you're getting the spirit of it, huh? Oh, Dios mío.
Hey, there's a guy burning the Puerto Rican flag!
Who? Who is burning the Puerto Rican flag?
Who? Who
Who
is burning the
Puerto
flag?
Rican flag? That's Captain Dreamer, guys.
Him?
It's not very
Not
nice.
very nice.
Action. Do you know what day this is? Because I know what day this is.
They know what day this is.
They know what day this is, so I was wondering if you know what day this is.
Because it's
That's Captain Dreamer.
Puerto Rican Day.
Maybe we should stump you like you stumped the flag. What do you think of that?
Look, I just have one thing to say to you boys.
Guys, the resemblance is uncanny. It's amazing, isn't it? So amazing. The when they I want to try find Cedric and Bob. This is literally Captain Dreamer, guys.
It's an antique.
It's all handmade, and I love the inlay.
Yes, yes, me too. It's gorgeous, completely. Pick it up.
It's gorgeous completely. That's literally how Captain Dreamer speaks, guys.
No, pick it up from the bottom over there.
Wait, what are you doing here? Huh?
What does it look like we're doing? We're taking this.
Can't take this. This belongs to a friend of mine.
Look, you want to get hurt?
Huh?
I don't think you want to get hurt because if you want to get hurt, I can hurt you. I just back off. Just pick it up.
What is this, huh?
You have some kind of product here. What is it you're not understanding? We're taking the armor, and that's all there is to it. Okay?
It's so tough, guys. It's so tough being Captain Dreamer.
Actually, those are the guys that mugged me for the armoire.
Those two?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's them. Let's confront them. No, let's get a cop. There's no cops around. They're gonna leave. Come on, let's go.
Oh, wow. Look, that one is gorgeous. I would just kill for that one.
I'm not in blue. Blue does not go at all.
Oh, please. Do you know what you're talking about? Because I don't think you know what you're talking about. Take a look at that.
Excuse me. Are you talking to me? I said.
It's hard being Captain Dreamer, guys.
Well, maybe he was talking to me. Was you talking to him? Because you was obviously talking to one of us. So what?
So what was it? Who? Who was you
What
talking
is it?
to?
Who was you talking to?
Literally life as Captain Dreamer. Easy money. I'm sorry, dude. I'm trying to create the kick thing right now. Hang on. I'm accepting the terms of service. Blah 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 blah. Okay. I was wondering who was you speaking to? Literally life as Captain Dreamer. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, guys. Okay, hang on. I've got my channel here. How do I share my channel? What is wrong with the Drew Pavlou parody account on Twitter? I think they're just like literally fat and Chinese. Like, I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. Like, I'm pretty sure I remember them saying something that they were like fat and Chinese. I've got nothing wrong with that, but come on, guys. Like, it just fucked up. Like, that guy's so obsessed with me. He made this account like 3 years ago, and he's just this fat Chinese guy, and he just talks about me constantly. It's fucking strange. Wu Mao do exist, so maybe you're right, Drew. Yeah, absolutely. 1806 New South Wales. Fucked up. That's horrible, guys. All right, I posted the kick link. I posted the kick link. The kick link. The kick link. I don't know how to use it though, unfortunately. Who was burning the Puerto Rican flag? Hang on, I'm going to try to see if I can set up the stream link for Kick while we're doing this right now. Okay, is this going to work? Hang on. It might work. It might work on Kick. The what link? I'm trying to start it on Kick, guys. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see if it works. Because apparently you make a lot of money on this. Drew, when's Tassie Kaz coming onto the Fortress of Righteousness? She's a very powerful woman, isn't she? Cassio says, hello from Brazil, hero. Hello, thank you so much. It's so cool. I don't think we've ever had somebody on the stream from Brazil before. That's very cool. Thank you. Whereabouts in Brazil are you from? That's awesome. Loving this daily stream, Drew. It fits in nicely with my lunchtime, and every extra viewer is one more step on the road to Tibet. Like, share, and subscribe, everyone. Thank you, Andrew. Where are you watching this from? That's awesome. Thank you so much. I think we've got 30 people on YouTube right now, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like button. YouTube will recommend us to more people. I miss when you had sensitive young men in bio. Drew, I found you from Tiny Stream and love the show. Keep it up. The internet's flooded with commie fash garbage. We need more sane streamers. Absolutely. What stream are you talking about, Tiny Stream? That's interesting. I don't know. I'm not sure if I know that one. Shit, this is cool. We got Andrew streaming in from Germany. That's great. It's good that it's like midday for you guys. It's 9 o'clock here. I'm wondering what stream Obsidian is talking about. Oh, Destiny stream. Okay. Oh, Tiny's Destiny. Okay. That's cool. I'm glad that you were watching from Destiny stream. That's cool. I'm on Kick right now, but I don't know how. I got a comment on the Kick. How the hell do I start this though? Who was burning the Puerto Rican flag? Drew, debate Fatima payment. I actually would. That would be interesting. That would be fucking very interesting. I'm sorry that it's a bit low energy right now, guys. I'm sorry. I was just shy eating my Mexican dinner. I shouldn't be shy. As we all know, the Groypers love their Mexican food. I'll finish it off, and I'll be a lot more high energy. Yeah, how the hell do I start this up on Kick? It's because you're old and washed. I'm not old and washed, dude. I'm just trying to eat my dinner. I didn't have dinner today. I forgot lunch too. So I've got to finish my Groper meal, and then I'll be much more higher energy. Gee, man, ZI7, very, very black-pilled, my friend. You're just trying to make me a doomer. Drew, you were 25. This guy's crazy. Guys, if you're 25, it's all over. You're eating Groper gruel. Yes, amen. A Groper dinner. Did they give you some free pepper spray with your Groper meal? GYG, guys. This is a real Groper feast. Mexican on stream. I'm eating Mexican on stream. I'm literally Nick Fuentes right now. Hola! Hola, amigos! Grab your backpack. Let's go! You can lead the way. I'm using emotional acceleration to make you depressed so you swing back and the mania kicks in and we get a stream like last night's. Amen. No, don't worry. The mania's going to hit in. The mania's going to hit in. Just give me like 20 minutes. Give me 20 minutes. The mania's going to hit back in. Hola, it's me, Nick Fuentes. My abuela cooked me dinner tonight from GYG, Guzman and Gomez. We love our Mexican food. Hola, amigos. Real Groipers eat Mexican for every single dinner. Isn't he such a brave figure, guys? Isn't he such a brave figure? He's really standing up for the Hispanic race. Here are instructions to start your kick. You can lead the way. Swipe or no swiping. Swipe or no swiping. Oh man. Dude, imagine that. Imagine that you're having a real Groiper time and suddenly Dora comes on and says, swipe or no swiping. That'd be hard, guys. Mexican pride worldwide. Amen. Latin Americans are the true Thulians who will lead the holy war against the cabal. Wow, so fascinating. Thank you for that comment. Yeah, wow, that's fascinating, actually. Swipe or no swiping. Swipe or no swiping. Oh, man. Actually, okay, listen. Okay, we'll do kick next time. Let me get up the Fidius debate. Let me get up the Fidius Let's watch this. This is so funny.
So you're saying
I love his Borat accent, guys. Are you a fan of Aiden Ross? I've never watched him. Drew, thoughts on Rhodesia? I thought we call it Zimbabwe these days. What accent are you not brave enough to do? Shit. I don't know. I'd do any accent. Tell me what accents to do.
you're saying there's no one looking into it.
your only evidence, not
You're trying to derail this into you talking about
Jewish accent. What's a Jewish accent? You mean like a New York Jew? Like you mean like what's that comedian guy? Woody Allen. Actually, I don't know how to do a Woody Allen. Me gusta. This is good Mexican feast. Do a Nick Fuentes accent. Me gusta, guys. Guzman and Gomez here. Bernie. The top 1% of the top 1% of the top 1% of the top 1%. You know how it is, guys. Thank you, Steve, for the super chat. I appreciate it. I don't think that the accent deserved the super chat, but I appreciate it, my brother. Thank you so much, Steve. I've made $30 in super chats right now, and all I've done really is eat my nachos. Great deal. Great dinner. Today, I feel like Nick Fuentes eating Mexican on stream. Beautiful. Thank you, Guzman and Gomez. 1 second, guys. What the hell is Fidius even saying? Decipher. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try to decipher. Damn, you make me hungry, dude. GYG's goated meal. What the hell is Fidius even saying? We're gonna watch it. We're gonna decipher it, guys. We're gonna decipher it. Okay.
Turkey.
No, but
I'm not interested in Turkey right now. Turkey could be another conversation.
But
Today I'm
Turkey
talking about
invaded my
Russia
country,
because
Cyprus.
you're putting out Russian propaganda now, today. Why are you doing it? And you're avoiding my questions. You keep talking about Turkey. Turkey is irrelevant in this situation. I'm not answering questions from you. This isn't your channel. Why do you support the kidnapping of Ukrainian children? Why did you abstain afterwards but vote for?
Okay. Some of the kids there, they might want.
Steak and eggs. That's a real bloke's meal, my friends. Real bloke's meal. Are you a fan of Josh Shapiro? Yeah, he seems pretty good. Guys, I'll do a Fidius accent on this video.
I'm not answering questions from you. This isn't your channel. Why do you support the kidnapping of Ukrainian children? Why did you abstain afterwards but vote for?
Okay. Some of the kids there, they might want to be.
They might want to be kidnapped by Russia. They might want to be kidnapped by Russia. Fuck, he's an idiot. Literally drone strike Fidias. Literally drone strike Fidias in Minecraft. You can lead the way. Fidias.
What are you talking about? What do you mean they want to be?
Feed Fidias to Clive Palmer. Well said.
They are
That really is crazy to say. Crazy to say what?
children that were kidnapped by Russia. What do you mean they want to be? What on earth are you talking
A lot of kids, they want to return, and they should return if they want to.
What
I
children?
Will not force
No. Where did you get that from? What children want to be returned, want to stay in Russia? And how do you even know that?
How do you even know that there is some children that they are happy with?
Because they
How do you know that just children? Oh, fucking hell, dude. I fucking hate this guy. How do you know some children do not want to be kidnapped by Russia? I am Fidius. My country, Cyprus, elect me to the European Parliament. How do you not know some kids don't want to be kidnapped by Russia? Fucking hell, dude. I hate this guy. Fucking drone strike Fidias, guys. Fucking drone strike Fidias. By the way, guys, very, very powerful news, actually. Very, very powerful news. Richard Hanani is going to come on the stream on Saturday. We're going to do a live stream with Richard Hanani Saturday morning Australia time. So that'll be Friday Pacific time, around 2-3 o'clock, I think. And then I'm going to try get Lindy Man on the show as well. It's going to be fucking powerful. Who's the guy interviewing Fidias? Love his style. Callan. Dude, Callan's goated. I met him in Ukraine. He's a really nice guy. How you not know some of the kids don't want to be kidnapped by Russia? Fuck off, Fidias. Drone strike Fidias. Fucking hell, dude. Dude, so many problems. Dude, so many problems would be solved if Fidias was just hashtag drone striked. And I'm saying that in Minecraft, obviously. I reckon that's nutto. No, it's funny. How do you know that they don't want to be kidnapped by Russia to be told their country is fake and gay? So yeah, dude, I'm gonna have Lindy Man on the stream. How fucking cool is that? Drew, is Callan a glowy? He's a nice guy. I don't think he's a glowy. I wish I was a glowy. I wish the government gave me money to fucking run a stream. I'm getting no support from the fucking deep state. It's fucking up. It's actually fucking upsetting. Don't you guys think, given the work I do, I should actually have some support from the deep state? It's actually really upsetting though.
They have been kidnapped.
How
you not know some of the kids don't want to be kidnapped by Russia? Fucking drone strike Fidias.
How do you know out of these 20,000 children, they don't?
Didn't Lenny Man tell people to report companies for raising prices due to tariffs? He's pathetic. I mean, listen, I don't agree with him on everything, obviously. But he's a Greek. He's a Greek working in the Anglosphere. And so it would be very powerful to have him on the show. Given the trauma of last night, you deserve ASIO funding. Yeah, guys, if Pickles LeBlanc tunes back into the show, I'm going to chew him out. How dare he persecute me the way he did. It was so messed up, guys. By the way, we've got 19 likes on the YouTube video. Thank you so much, guys. Please leave another like. We've got 30 live viewers on YouTube. If you can leave a like, it would be very much appreciated. YouTube will recommend us to more people. Very important that you do that, guys. We really need some more likes on the YouTube video. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it.
Every one of them wants to return.
Because
They're
this
not
is
happy there.
ludicrous that you would say that children that have been kidnapped from their homes that have been bombed, want to be with their kidnappers.
Oh, spectators saying that it's nutto what Fidias is saying. I thought that Fidias. I thought you were saying that it was nutty of me to say drone strike Fidias. No, the official position of the Drew Pavley Show and the Fortress of Righteousness. The official position of the Fortress of Righteousness is that Fidias must be drone striked sooner rather than later. Hashtag drone strike Fidias. Thank you guys for commenting that. Lindy Man is an American, yes, but he is a Greek at the end of the day. Maga Maoism from Lindy. I'll try to look that one up. Does he even speak Greek? I think he's more Greek than me because he's lived in Europe. I've never lived in Europe. When will you debate Omar? Actually, good idea. We should debate Omar. Maybe on Monday. Thanks for the Callan plug. Just followed him. Seems like an interesting dude. He's a very nice guy. I worked with him in Ukraine. We did some reporting in Kiev.
This is actually one of the most insidious things I've ever heard from someone.
Okay.
What the fuck are you talking?
Look at this cunt's head. Look at him, bro. Can you believe, guys? Can you believe he's 1 year younger than me? What the fuck's going on? Literally, what the fuck's going on? This is crazy. He's literally 1 year younger than me. What the hell's going on? It's fucking scary, guys. It's actually fucking scary. I've got someone asking, Drew, can you speak Greek? Unfortunately, I can't speak Greek. It's a sad thing. It'd be good if I could. Unfortunately, I don't speak it. That's a real shame. But it's a real shame. But by the way, guys, do you tip your landlords? I was going to pay my rent this week, and I was actually thinking to just leave a tip. What do you guys reckon? Pickles LeBlanc is back. He says, Drew, were you disappointed by the State of Origin result? Pickles, I'm very upset with what you did to me last night, comparing me to the lesbian woman. Let's leave it at that. Easy Money says, yes, I tipped 20%. Okay, that's interesting. I was thinking of leaving maybe 25% tip. So I'm paying about $900 a week in rent. Maybe I was thinking to do a $180, about $200 tip on top of that, maybe. So like $1,100. Because like what they're doing for me, the privilege of letting me live in this place, like it's very kind of them. And so I just want to say to the landlords, thank you for what you've done. And honestly, we all know this. I think a lot of people have said this, but especially look at what's happening with what's his name, Jordan Vanderlam and Victorian Socialists. Look at these guys. Honestly, landlords are actually probably the most oppressed in the world today of all the groups. Don't let pickles stray you off course. So true. I'll do my best. Who's the guy who betrayed the Spartans at Thermopylae? Reckon it might have been Fidias. Fucking well said. Well said. We're
talking about. You actually believe this? It's
no, the great God Pan. No, we thank landlords. This is the Drew Pavlou show, the Fortress of Righteousness. We thank landlords on this show, and we actually even tip them. We even tip them 20% per week if we can do it. That's what I'm going to try to do, guys. Guys, you should leave a super chat. If you can leave a super chat, that's money that I can then tip to my landlord this week. It would be really good if you guys can leave some more super chats. I think we've had about $30 in super chats so far in this stream. If you guys can leave some more super chats, I'll be able to give that to my landlord. And obviously that's what everyone really wants to see happen. They deserve it. They deserve it at the end of the day, don't you think? They're doing a fucking good job. Doing a very good job. They deserve it. They do. They
actually an evil thing to believe. And I've spoken to children that
wanted to enter into NATO. The Russia people are dying.
You actually believe this? It's actually an evil thing to believe. And I've spoken to children that have been relocated back to Ukraine, and they were devastated. They had their identities erased. And you just...
Con says, I'd rather you invest the money back into growing your stream. No, please, guys. Leave a super chat, and I'll give it to my landlord. Please, I really want to tip my landlord this week. Please, guys, if you can give a super chat, I'd really appreciate it. That's $5 that can go to the company that owns this house. Please, guys. Please think of the companies. Think of the landlords.
Justify it by saying some of them speak Russian.
People are dying. People
And
are
who are
dying
killing those people?
every day.
People are dying. People are dying. People are dying. Why does Fidius speak like fucking Borat, dude?
And who's responsible for that?
And we need to put
You
an
can't,
end.
you can't say it. You
need
can't
to
say it.
We need to put an end to this war. And how we're going to put an end to this war? With how you...
With siding with the aggressor, which is what you're doing apparently.
So
You're obsessed with Ukraine. You talk endlessly negative shit about Ukraine. And you haven't been.
I've been to Ukraine.
By the way, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, leave a like. YouTube will recommend it to more people. I really want your help to help the show grow in the algorithm. Please leave a like. Drew, if you were the Supreme Leader of the Democratic Federation of Australia, how would you solve the housing crisis? I'd delegate everything to the Victorian Socialists and Jordan Van der Laan. That's a smart guy. Drew, donate the money to Ukraine. Okay, we'll think about that. We could tip the landlord, but we'll think about that.
Since the full-scale invasion?
No, I haven't.
Why not? You went to Russia. Why didn't you go to Ukraine?
I want to go.
Why haven't you? It's been 3.5 years.
I want to go.
Why haven't you?
I want to go, but to be honest, I'm a bit...
I would increase supply and also lower demand by lowering migration.
What we are doing with... Answer the question. What we are
propaganda.
doing... What we are doing with Turkey and talking with them to solve the Cyprus problem...
I'm not talking about Turkey. I'm here to talk about Russia, but this is my interview. This isn't your show. I'm asking you why you went to Russia and put out Russian propaganda. Entire weekend.
You have any evidence
that celebration of the Russian military?
I'm paid by Russia.
I fall in love with Tanya Fiona. I don't know who that is.
You don't.
I didn't say you're paid by Russia. I said you were an asset to Russia, which you are. Fidius is a Cyprus MEP who's been tweeting...
Guys, how funny is it that like we're both the same ethnicity? Swindon says Callan is gay for sure. Yeah, Callan's openly gay. He's got a husband, I'm pretty sure. Oh, he's engaged, I think. I think he's engaged. That's okay. We support LGBT rights. He's a nice bloke. He was nice. We recorded some reporting in Kiev. We were filming the tanks that are in the main square in Kiev. I believe Fidius is 34 years old. Thank you, Pickles LeBlanc. Thank you for the super chat. That almost makes up for the torture you put me through yesterday. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Pickles LeBlanc. And guys, thank you so much, Pickles LeBlanc. That's $3 I can now tip my landlord this week. Thank you so much.
Constant anti-Ukraine Kremlin propaganda. And he's just come back from his trip to Moscow. It doesn't seem like he's been confronted.
You guys know that Callan, when he started out, used to do work with Tommy Robinson, but he broke with the far right.
Directly before, not by a journalist. And that is why I've come here to Brussels. What
did Pickles do yesterday? Go to my YouTube shorts and see. He was comparing me to a lesbian comedian in America, and I accidentally smashed the glass. I was so frustrated.
To find out exactly what his intentions are. And if you look at the content he's been putting out, it's basically repeating Kremlin press releases. And it appears like he's an asset to Russia. So I'm going to ask him why he's doing this and what his intentions are. Who paid for your Moscow?
By the way, guys, leave a like on the YouTube video. Helps us with the algorithm, helps us reach more people. The viewership is ticking up. We've got about 30 live viewers on YouTube right now.
Trip, and what did they buy?
Who paid for my Moscow trip?
Your trip to Moscow. And what did they buy?
Let's take this from the beginning. Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Fidias. I'm very excited to be here. You made a video about me.
I did.
So Swindon says that Callan was British intelligence. If Callan's British intelligence, why did Callan not organize MI6 to make payments to me? Because I fucking need money, guys, to keep the Drew Pavlu show going. I like Callan. He's a nice bloke. Tom Roswell's genetic chart is misleading. He leaves out Maghrebi, Italian Greek Jews, and Anatolian Greeks, which would demonstrate South Europeans and Levantines are a continuum. Thank you, Philip. I agree. I am European at the end of the day. Why are people so interested in this minor MEP from a minor country? It's not a minor country, Afnasani. My family are from Greek Cyprus. There are so many worse Russia shills in high positions in every single European country in the West, including Ukraine. I think it's probably because he's so big on social media and he's a young guy. I think that's what pisses everybody off. That's what pisses me off, right? Did you watch the Conan clip with Bill Burr and that Liam woman? I feel like it's more flattering to you. I haven't seen it. Saying Cyprus isn't European is stupid. It's just retarded, guys. It's literally fucking stupid. That Tom Roswell guy, he's one of those white supremacist guys who like literally fetishizes the fucking Nordics. It's so cringe.
And got millions of views, and you were saying that I am a Russian asset.
You're an asset to Russia based on what you're putting out, yeah.
Okay.
You're saying I am a Russia asset.
What evidence you have for this?
There's some Nazi guy in the chat called Peter who's just calling people Jews. What the fuck's going on? Didn't Paul Scales vote Trump? Why platform him? We'll debate it, dude. We'll debate Trump. I'd debate anybody, dude. I'll debate anybody.
I've spoken to multiple people that have raised concerns about you for a long.
And also, I just like Paul because, you know, he's a Greek guy at the end of the day in America. It's the Greek ethnogenesis. It's the Greek ethnicity. We're networking.
time. I spoke to Christopher, who was a friend of yours that helped get you elected. He said that he feels regret and remorse about that he created a monster. He also believes.
Bro, Fidius sounds more Russian than Greek. Yeah, dude, it's fucking cringe. You know what's so sad? So the reason why Fidius is so cringe, there's all these Greek Cypriots who simp with Russia because Russia has used Greek Cyprus as like a money laundering vehicle, basically. It's very sad. And a lot of people have fallen for their propaganda and lies. They go, oh, we've got a shared Slavic brotherhood. We're both Orthodox. It's so cringe, guys. I'm so tired of these Nordicist fetishists. It's boring and a cope for not being city founders in the ancient world. Very true, guys. The Nordics did not found cities in the ancient world. The Greeks did. My ancestors. Greeks aren't supposed to work together, bro. We all hate each other. No, bro, come on. The Greeks are supposed to work together.
Believes that you've been putting out information that is an asset to Russia. If you put out disinformation and pro-Kremlin lines on a daily basis, especially from here, that makes you a Russian asset, whether you're paid or not. So how do you respond to that?
Okay, so you made interviews from a lot of people, you said.
Mm-hmm.
The only two people I know from the people that you interviewed is the two people that I consider my biggest haters in Cyprus.
My biggest hater.
So you interviewed.
So you're saying they're wrong?
My biggest. No, well, we can't talk. Let each other talk, and we can explain everything. So you interviewed the biggest haters of me. These two guys. The one is the reporter, and I made a podcast with him, and I named it "My Biggest Journalist Hater."
Sure.
And this was another guy. We used to be friends, and then something happened politically, and we stopped being friends. And now he's attacking me politically.
He literally sounds like
Borat. It's profitable for him.
Is it true or not?
Like
so you took the two people that are hating me in Cyprus, and you said that you have evidence. They told you that they have evidence that I'm a Russian asset. What is this evidence?
The evidence is what you post on your feed that gets millions of views and shared by pro-Kremlin accounts. That makes you an asset to Russia. You didn't go to Ukraine. You didn't go to any other.
So you don't have evidence.
The evidence is what you posted on your feed, which is anti-Ukraine, which is Kremlin propaganda.
And Fidius, you know what the funny thing is? Oh, hello, gents. How you going, man? You know what's funny? Fidius literally met with the Chinese ambassador. I think it was yesterday. Fucking crazy, guys. You know the Chinese ambassador to Cyprus attacked me in 2020. It's so unhinged. They literally wrote to the Cypriot press because I think there was a newspaper in Cyprus that wrote a story about me because they were like, "Oh, look, this guy's got Cypriot ethnicity, ancestry, and he's doing all this stuff in Australia, protesting against the Chinese government." And the Chinese ambassador in Cyprus literally wrote to the Cyprus Mail condemning me, going like this guy is on a, like they literally were basically threatening to imprison me. They were like, you do not want to work. You don't want to go down the same path as Joshua Wong, who's still in prison in Hong Kong. Greeks are culturally diverse. Macedonian Greeks, quite different from Cappadocian Greeks, quite different from the Greeks of Corfu, but this does not negate their shared peoplehood. Facts. Oh, dude, this is so dumb. We've got a fucking Nazi on the stream, Peter.
But do you know what Russian asset is?
So you don't have evidence.
Do you know what a Russian asset is?
So you said you did an investigation.
Anyone watching this can look at your feed and see the evidence. You've been repeating Kremlin lies and lines continually.
Callan actually did so well with his interview. He just smashed him.
So you're a Russian asset.
No, this is a lot of people. What is their opinion? They want peace.
This isn't an opinion.
They want to stop the war. So this
but you don't want Jeffrey to stop the war.
Sachs, professor of Columbia University, has the same opinion. John Mess.
Oh, now he starts Mearsheimer and Sachs. Cringe as hell, man. Cringe as hell.
Hi, man. Elon Musk. A lot of people have the same opinion.
Elon Musk. Oh my god, dude.
Opinion that they want.
Fidius, do you understand what a Russian asset is? Do you know what that means?
Explain, please.
It is an asset to Russia. An asset because you're someone putting out their propaganda, one-sided propaganda. That makes you an asset to Russia. Why are you doing that?
My friend, it's different for you to say that I say something that you disagree.
And
it's
so you don't have an answer to this.
And it's different for you to say that I'm a Russian asset.
I'll be more direct then. Who paid for your Moscow trip?
Okay. Let's go into this
conversation. Who paid for it? Did you pay for it?
Let's go into. I paid everything with my own money in the Moscow trip from my own pay.
And why did you do that?
And why did I do
Why would you spend your own money going to a Russian military celebration during an active invasion of the biggest country in Europe?
My friend, I didn't went to the Russian celebration of the
Victoria's Day. It's a celebration of military celebration.
I didn't went to the Russian celebration of the military parade.
So where did you go?
So I went to. So you see, you have here a lot of wrong information.
Well, this is on your feed.
You said based on such people that you talked about that they are my biggest haters.
This is based on what you are posting on your feed.
You are saying that I went to.
Drew, is Obama white? Obama's literally half white. His mum was white. The Bolsheviks established the Yevsketsky chapter of the Bolshevik Party, the official Jewish organ of the Bolsheviks, which literally persecutes Zionists and religious Jews. Are you coming to see that new Karate Kid film coming out on the 30th, or do you not like Jackie Chan owing to his support for the CCP? I hate Jackie Chan, guys. He loves the CCP. It's so fucking sad. To be fair, the framing of him as an asset is kind of unfair. The word implies that he's directly working for the Russians. I think he's just stupid and wants to appease them. Dude, he's indirectly working for them at the very least.
The Victory Day.
I didn't say
celebrate
you went to
My friend.
the Victory Day parade. You went to the Victory Day
and
parade.
I didn't went. So you
I didn't went.
you have
You
a
used
lot
the
of
word
false
VE there.
information. You are
But this is what
Wrong
you posted.
information.
posting.
You posted
You are posting
from Russia.
misinformation, propaganda.
What propaganda am I posting?
That fake information. I didn't went to the military parade. I'm telling you, you have any
The
evidence?
entire
You have
weekend
any evidence
was a
that
celebration of the Russian military.
I'm paid by Russia? You don't.
I didn't say you're paid by Russia.
You
I said
don't.
you're an
You
asset to
don't.
Russia, which you are. And you
By the way, guys, we've got 34 live viewers on YouTube. Guys, leave a like. Please leave a like. And YouTube will recommend the show to more people.
propagate Kremlin lines from that room, a seat in democracy in Europe, against a
If you say Fidius is an asset for Russia, then you're an asset for Israel, Drew. No, that's not true. Dude, I literally criticized the Israeli government today. His English is better than my Greek, in fairness.
country for a country invading the largest democratic country in Europe. You are doing that every single day. This isn't my opinion, and it's not the opinion of the people that I've spoken to. This is a fact based on what you've posted on your own feed. Anyone can check this out. Why are you putting out Kremlin lies? Why did you use your own money to go to Moscow during Victory Day celebrations?
Okay, so this is a bigger thing. So
It's
first
a
of all,
bigger thing.
Turkey, Turkey, the country, invaded my country 50 years ago.
Turkey invaded my country. Dude, what's the argument here? I guess the argument is that because Turkey invaded Cyprus and Europe failed to help Cyprus, then Ukrainians should die? Dude, I had family members who lost their homes in the 1974 Turkish invasion of Cyprus. Just because what Turkey did is disgusting doesn't mean that Russia is then allowed to do the same thing in Ukraine. What the hell's going on? I followed Callum, thanks, he's great. Sometimes you have to abandon any pretense of being an impartial journalist and call out the pro-commie, pro-genocide grifters. Absolutely. And Fidius supports the genocide of white people. Sup, Drewly Band Zealots. Hello, Ole Ole. He's not paid by Russia like Tim Pool wasn't. So Fidius is both anti-Turkish and anti-EU. No, the funny thing is that Fidius actually even made a video where he was like sympathizing with like Turkish Cyprus, the Turkish northern part of Cyprus that's not recognized by any country on earth.
Cyprus. So it's a similar situation. What happened? So
Peter goes, opposing Talmudic Judaism makes you a Nazi. Fucking hell. Who's this guy? Can one of the mods ban this guy?
I don't see any.
So would
I just don't want this fucking dumb, like, low IQ, Yemeni goat herder shit in my fucking chat. If you want to be a fucking, like, Houthi rebel, the Yehud, fucking go somewhere else, man. Go follow fucking, like, Lucas Cage's stream, or go fucking watch, like, Nick fucking Fuentes. It's literally low IQ, third world anti-Semitism. It's fucking cringe. Well said, Ole Ole. Drone strike Fidias.
you go to Turkey?
Wait. So with Turkey,
Wait.
we're trying to solve the problem with the Cyprus problem with talks, with pistols, trying to make
With peace talks.
communication with the other side and to find compromise and solve the problem.
So why haven't you gone to Ukraine?
Wait, my friend. I think this is the right approach, that we should try to stop the war now and try to have diplomacy. And that's what I just said. I want to stop the war now and start doing diplomacy.
Your
And
job isn't to
because
do diplomacy
this
from the European Parliament.
My friend,
That's not your
this
job.
is if my
Why
job
do
is
you
not
keep trying to touch Callan? It's so fucking strange.
do diplomacy as a member of the European Parliament, then what is
Multiple MEPs I've spoken to in this building said
This is so funny. Yeah, dude, like it's so stupid. These guys think that every person in Judaism reads the Talmud. These guys have no idea. Hey, it's so clownish. Drew, I DM'd you on Twitter about the community. Yeah, dude, I started one just then. Guys, I started a Twitter community. I'll share the link. Lean truck, that's easy money, right? Hang on.
said, why on earth is he going to Russia? It has nothing to do with diplomacy. Do you accept that Russia invaded Ukraine and that they're the aggressor?
Yes, I
So
accept
why would you
that.
go to that country?
But
and
also
put out
I accept
propaganda?
that Turkey invaded my country.
So would you have gone to Turkey?
How fucking retarded is Fidius? Turkey invaded Cyprus, therefore Russia can invade Cyprus. No, sorry. How fucking retarded is Fidius though? Turkey invades Cyprus, carries out ethnic cleansing in Cyprus, therefore Russia's allowed to ethnically cleanse Ukraine. How the fuck does that work? Because Turkey did something fucking horrific, why does Russia then get the excuse to do something horrific? This is just fucking retarded whataboutism.
Years ago and put out
But I
Turkish
still
propaganda.
speak, we as Europeans speak with Turkey to solve the problem.
50 years later.
Is something changed there? Not the aggressor 50
Russia
years
is
later.
actively putting bombs and missiles into Ukraine every single day.
And Turkey actively put bombs in my country, Cyprus, but we talk with them.
But we talk with them. Dude, it's fucking retarded. It's so fucking stupid, all this shit. Like, what? He's supporting the Turkish government now to try own Russia. Easy money. I made you a community admin on the Twitter community. The Old Testament is completely valid. We as Christians, however, do not follow Mosaic law. As Christian, Christ fulfilled the covenant. So powerful, Peter. I can't listen to Fidius. He makes me Greekophobic, even though I like Drew. Dude, I'm literally the same ethnicity as Fidius. There's a good version of the fucking Greek Cypriots. It's Drew. I'm literally the good version of fucking Fidius. The traitor of Thermopylae. Actually, that's a great tweet. We're gonna make a photo and say he's the traitor of Thermopylae. Fucking cast them out of the Greek community. I think his name was the traitor Ephialites. Ephialites, I think his name was the traitor. I'll find it from the movie 300. Guys, let me quickly show you this. This is literally fucking Fidius. He's literally Ephialtes, the traitor of Thermopylae. Fucking disgusting.
They are
Turkey
there,
50 years ago and put out
but I
Turkish
still
propaganda.
speak. We as Europeans speak with Turkey to solve the problem.
50 years later.
Is something changed there? Not the aggressor 50
Russia
years
is
later.
actively putting bombs and missiles into Ukraine every single day.
And Turkey actively put bombs in my country, Cyprus, but we talk with them.
And would you
as Europe?
So Turkey invades Cyprus, ethnically cleanses Cyprus. Therefore, Russia can ethnically cleanse and invade Ukraine. Makes a lot of sense, Fidius, you fucking retard. I'm literally Greek Cypriot. I'm telling you, that's a fucking retarded idea. Fuck you, drone strike Fidius.
So you are saying that what we are doing with Turkey is wrong? That we are talking with them?
I think going to Russia and not
what we are doing with
Fidius,
answer the question. What we are
propaganda,
doing, what we are
propaganda
doing with
Russia.
Turkey and talking with them to solve the Cyprus problem.
About Turkey. I'm
but
here to
I
talk
am
about
talking
Russia.
about
but
Turkey.
This is my interview. This isn't your show. I'm asking you why you went to Russia and put out Russian propaganda. You didn't go to Ukraine
my
and you
friend,
didn't do any diplomacy. You put out propaganda.
You don't own the interview. We are having a conversation.
I don't own the interview. He's literally on Callan's fucking program.
I invited you for an interview, but you're not interviewing me right now. I'm interviewing you.
Question. But my friend, this is what you are accusing me that I'm a Russian asset. I'm trying to explain you with some things that I think that I'm not.
You put out videos saying that Russia was entitled to take Ukraine because they speak Russian in some of those territories. That's from the Kremlin playbook.
I didn't say that they're
Yes,
entitled to take.
You said you quoted referendums.
I'm just saying that there is a lot of things that meet the eye that we don't consider.
No, there isn't. This is a cut and dry situation.
Of course,
Russia invaded Ukraine and they have no right to
Russia invaded Ukraine, I agree, but there is a lot of things under this that we are underlook. We don't see the root causes of the problem.
The causes of the problem are Russia being an investor,
my friend, and also Cyprus.
Empire.
Cyprus. Stop speaking like fucking Borat, Fidius.
But we still talk as Europeans.
I'm not talking about Turkey. I'm talking about Russia.
I'm talking about Turkey because
you can talk about whatever you want, but right now I'm asking you about Russia. I'm not talking about Turkey. I'm not talking about Cyprus. But you went to Russia recently.
So you disagree that everyone here in the parliament wants to have diplomacy with Turkey.
I'm not talking about Turkey. You're trying to derail this interview talking about Turkey. I'm not interested in Turkey right now. Turkey could be another conversation. But today I'm talking about Russia because you're putting out.
Honestly, Callum did well here. He actually like fucking took control of the interview. Didn't let Fidius worm out of that. That's fucking good on him. It's fucking powerful.
Russian propaganda now today. Why are you doing it? And you're avoiding my questions. You keep talking about Turkey. Turkey is irrelevant in this situation.
By the way, guys, we got how many? I think we've got 34 live viewers right now on YouTube. Thank you so much. Please leave a like on the stream. YouTube will recommend it to more people. I'd really appreciate that, guys. If you can leave a like on the stream, I think we've got 26 likes. We've got 31 live viewers. If everybody can leave a like, we'll be able to reach more people.
So you said you have evidence
On your feed.
On my all this stuff that you said that I interviewed all these people,
Sure.
and I have investigated
Swindon, powerful MI6 training. Go to then.
and I have evidence.
My conclusion is based on everything that you posted and based on a few interviews,
So-
but mainly what you posted, that you are a Russian
Oh,
asset.
you said now based on few.
That's no different how I started this interview. No, it isn't. It's no
on
different.
few interviews.
You put
My-
out Kremlin
My
propaganda on a
biggest
daily basis.
haters. But by the way, I'm enjoying this. That's why I'm here. This is beautiful. This is your right to.
No, this is really serious. You brought this entire
This is-
parliament into disrepute. You have
This is your
put out-
right to attack me. This is my right to express my mandate as I want. And you are doing your job, and I'm doing my job.
Is
and
all of this a joke to you?
And this is beautiful because this is
This is
democracy.
beautiful. Fucking dude, he's fucking horrible, dude.
No, having diverse opinions is
But you
not.
have no interest in democracy.
Is not a joke.
You have no interest in
How-
democracy.
how
because
do I
you
don't
shield
have-
for Russia, who jail journalists, who throw everybody who criticizes the state in prison, who have phony elections, and then you say you care about democracy. How is that caring about democracy in any way? Russia is the opposite of every single thing this parliament
What
stands
is
for.
democracy? Define democracy.
The opposite of Russia. Elections,
the opposite of Russia.
freedom of press, freedom of information, freedom of speech. None of those things are allowed in Russia.
Democracy is citizens deciding for how they are want
Do you
to
think that's
elect.
the case in Russia?
You know, my friend, 70% of the people of my country, Cyprus,
I'm not talking about Cyprus right
Oh,
now.
this is
elected
fucking funny,
me.
dude. Fidius said that 70% of people voted for him, and the real number was like 19%. He literally just fucking invented it. It's amazing. He literally says 70% of Cyprus voted for him, and the reality is he got like 19% of the votes. Pretty funny.
I'm from Cyprus. They elected me. They voted for me. I was the most voted person in Cyprus, and they elected
And
me.
he came
and
third
they
as well.
want to normalize relationship with Russia.
No, they don't.
Also, when he campaigned, he never talked about Russia once. Nobody fucking knew that this was his stance on fucking Russia and Ukraine.
They do.
The people
They
of
do.
Cyprus
Of
generally are
course.
not interested in
My
normalizing
friend,
Russian
you
relationships.
can go not only check all my videos and the thousands and hundreds of thousands of views and likes and comments on the videos that I post,
I
but
read-
also see the polls of what the public opinion, not only Cyprus, but also Greece, that I speak Greek, the 65 to 70%, they want to normalize
I'm not talking
relationship
about Turkey or
to-
Cyprus right now.
with Russia. So
not
my
Russia.
job as a member of the European Parliament representing those people is to try to normalize relationship
do you think
with
putting out-
European Union and Russia.
Putting out propaganda is not diplomacy. It is
My
putting out
friend, what
propaganda. That's all you do.
propaganda is
That the
what
Oblast-
was to start discussing, to start
To
diplomacy.
start discussing. And then he's literally defending fucking kidnapping Ukrainian kids.
But that's not what
It's
you're doing.
propaganda.
That's not what you're doing, though.
This is what I'm doing. Everything.
You were
Good point by Love Daniel. He was disgusting in Japan as well.
Reading
every
Kremlin
video,
press releases.
every video that I say we need to start discussing. We are mad that we are not in the table of discussions as Europeans, but we had the opportunity to discuss and we declined. So we need to start talking.
You're under investigation right now from this parliament. What are they going to find?
I'm not under an investigation.
As of last week, they said they're
That-
under an investigation.
Who said so?
A press release.
Show
You
me
can Google it after this interview. I'm
this-
telling you that's the case.
this, please.
So what are they investigating?
They're not officially investigated.
They
You
said
are
they're looking
lying.
into your Russia trip.
You see here,
You-
my friend,
you
you,
have
are just
also-
here repeating a lot of lies. You said you have
You're saying-
evidence,
you're saying
and
there's no one looking into
and
it.
your
No, no.
only evidence.
Dude, look at this
is
part.
that
What the fuck was he doing? Why did he just reach out to Callan?
as Europeans, but we don't.
What the
We,
fuck
we
was he
had the
doing?
opportunity to discuss, and we declined. So we need to start talking.
You're under investigation right now from this parliament. What are they going to find?
I'm not under
That's the case.
this. Please,
So what are they investigating?
they're not officially investigated.
They
You
said
are
they're looking
lying.
into your Russia.
35 live viewers. Thank you guys. Please leave a like on the stream. YouTube will recommend us to more people. Let's try get to 40 live viewers. It'd be great today.
Sure.
FSB handler, Fidius, tunnel under Cyprus UN buffer zone, bovine carving equipment. That gaunt sunken face tells a story. Very fucking true, Surf Sherpa. This guy's one of my favorite new posters on Twitter. He's got an amazing Twitter account. Thank you, Surf Sherpa. That's great.
You see here,
You-
my friend,
you
you,
have
are just
also-
here repeating a lot of lies. You said you have
You're
evidence,
saying
and
there's
you're,
no one looking.
Look, what was he doing here, dude? What the fuck was he
and
doing?
your only
Why did he reach out, try fucking touch him? What the fuck's going on?
evidence is that my videos,
Which are cut and
evidence.
dry Russian propaganda. Idiots.
I
I know this is a
love
joke to you. I know this
But
is a joke.
this is so
This
beautiful
entire- no, this
because
entire
this
thing
is
is like
what
joking.
democracy is. It's amazing.
Democracy.
So this
And
is you undermining
both
everything
your
about Europe.
job for you to do it and for me to.
Why
do it.
haven't you been to Ukraine if you care so much about
I've
democracy?
been to Ukraine.
Since the full-scale invasion?
No, I haven't.
Why not? You went to Russia. Why didn't you go to
I
Ukraine?
want to go.
Why haven't you? It's been 3.5 years.
I want to go.
Why
I
haven't
want
you?
to go.
I want to go, but to be honest, I'm a bit afraid because what I'm posting might some people find it aggressive, but I want to go. So I started with other MEPs looking into it to go also to Ukraine.
Why haven't you gone? You seem so interested in Ukraine. You seem to talk constantly about Ukraine and Ukrainian politics, about Russian-speaking people. In Ukraine.
I'm
So this guy Peter in the chat wants to kick out all Jews from Australia. This guy's a Nazi. Can we get this guy banned? Can one of the mods ban this guy?
You haven't been. Why?
Recently, I've been to Russia. I was also
But you didn't go to Ukraine.
to Russia about Russia all the time. So
Peter, what's your response to the fact that some of the greatest figures in Australian history, like General John Monash, like these guys were literally Jewish? What's your response to that? John Monash, he literally was the greatest general of World War One. He was Australian Jewish.
I'm looking into it with other people.
I don't think you have any interest in going to Ukraine because you would have done it by now. You're obsessed with Ukraine. You talk endlessly negative shit about Ukraine, and you haven't been.
By the way, I consider that I love the Ukrainian people.
I love the Ukrainian people. Everyone in Ukraine fucking hates Fidias. Seriously.
That they want also to end this war as soon as
The
possible.
Ukrainian people are disgusted with your content. Does that surprise you?
You know, I spoke with a lot of you.
Hey Drew, what is that on my desk? This is I've got some beautiful Greek Orthodox icons on my desk. My family background's Greek Orthodox. I believe in Jesus. And I love the Orthodox faith. And I just thought these are so beautiful. And I thought it'd be funny to like have these guys, have the saints protecting my stream.
Ukrainian people, and they are not disgusted with my content.
Overwhelmingly disgusted with what you've been putting out at all levels of Ukrainian society. I know because I live there and I ask about it all the time. I look into it every time.
By the way, guys, we've got 38 live viewers on YouTube. Thank you so much. Please leave a like. Leave a like. YouTube will recommend us to more people. And then I want to see if we can reach 50 live viewers tonight. Please let me know if we can reach 50 live viewers. It'd be so cool if we can reach 50 live viewers, guys. I'm going to share the link one more time. Let's see if we can get to 50 live viewers. I think we're on 38 live viewers. If we can get to 42 right now. It's building, guys. It's building. Leave a like. YouTube will recommend us to more people. Let's see if we can get to 50. Share the link with your friends. Get more people in the chat. I'm going to debate anybody. I'll question. Can we get to 50 live viewers? That would be really good. If we can do that, I'd be very happy with the stream today. How many live viewers have we got right now? We've got 44 on YouTube. Thank you so much, guys. It's really growing. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining the Fortress of Righteousness. If you're watching, if you're one of the 44 live YouTube viewers, please leave a like on the video and it'll help us reach more people. I really appreciate it. The show's really growing. I remember when I started I've done the show for 44 days in a row. When I started about a month and a half ago, I had about 10, 15 people watching live. I'm getting about 45 now. So I'm very, very happy. Thank you so much, guys. Please leave a like on the video. Russia is flooding Mariupol with Muslims and Asiatics. That's what Tom Foss says. It's interesting that they've literally ethnically cleansed, all these Ukrainian towns. I'm not sure I'm not sure what he means by Asiatics, but look, they're ethnically cleansing Ukraine. Yeah, Callan's Irish. Yeah, good on him. Honestly, fucking good on him. Smash the like button. Guys, smash the like button, please. We'll reach more people. We've got 43 people watching the live stream right now. We've got 43 people on YouTube, and I think we've got about 30, 40 people on Twitter. I encourage everyone to go over to the YouTube. We've got 46 now on YouTube. It's beautiful. It's growing. We're growing. We've got 46 live viewers on YouTube. Guys, leave a like. Hit the comment section. Help us reach more people. I really appreciate it. Drew, is Aussie Cossack white? Aussie Cossack's like Siberian. Last summer, believe it or not, Trump at the RNC openly and unequivocally condemned Putin. I was very hopeful back then. It's sad right now. Can you speak American accent? Thank you, Daniel. I can. Thank you. Thank you very much. They want to ethnically cleanse an additional 1 million Ukrainians in eastern Ukraine, which is why Russia won't make peace. Absolutely. They're just doing Russia. They're doing massive ethnic cleansing right now. 48 live viewers on YouTube, guys. Thank you so much. Can we hit 50? Can we hit 50? Leave a like. Leave a like. Share the stream around. Help me hit 50. Let's reach 50 live viewers. I'd be so happy if we can reach 50 live viewers today. It'd be great to do that because we don't even have a big guest or anything. It's just Drew chatting shit. If we can get to 50 live viewers, I'd be so happy. So this guy, Peter, is Orthodox and he's pro-Greek, but he loves Russia. That's disgusting. What's the difference between what Putin is doing in Mariupol and what Australia is doing in Sydney and Melbourne? What are you talking about, dude? Like, there's literally 100,000 people in mass graves in Mariupol. Literally a fucking invasion, a military invasion. They killed 100,000 people. That's sick to describe that. Someday you should dive into Kadyrov's Caliphate sponsored by Putin. We should watch that after that. You'll get 50 live viewers if you smash another glass. Dude, that took me 20 minutes to clean that up. I don't want to do another one. I don't want to smash another glass. It'll be so hard to clean it up. We've got 43 live viewers. Sadly, it's going down a bit, guys. I really encourage everybody to leave a like so we can reach more people.
Comments. Why are they so outraged by your content?
My friend, I say what I believe. It's up to the people to interpret and decide if they like it or not. My job is not to be liked. My job is to do and act according to my beliefs in the European Parliament and exercise my mandate.
Beliefs, you put out videos saying that the oblasts that speak Russian should have referendums, and you quoted fake referendums that are done at gunpoint. Why would you reference that and quote that? It's clearly lies. Do you think in Ireland, because they speak English, that Britain should take it back?
I'm saying, my friend, that there is a lot of things that doesn't meet a lot of deeper things here. For example,
well, clearly you're not interested in finding out what those things are because you don't want to.
For example, Ukraine's NATO that wanted to be partners, that wanted to enter into NATO. Russia saw this as
45 live views on YouTube, guys. Leave a like so we can build up the show. Someone says don't view watch. We're trying to build it up, guys. We're trying to build it up. I'd be excited if we can hit 50 people live viewing today. That'd be great. I mean, I didn't have a big guest today, so if we can hit 50 live viewers, that would be a great thing. That'd be very cool. Very cool. A lot of people would say that's very cool. Very cool. I think it's cool. I'm going to post the new Twitter community that I've created. I'll share that around with everybody.
an existential threat that to have military bases of NATO next to their borders. So there is, and this
you would willingly have a conversation with someone who's pro-Russia. Dude, I've had conversations with people who are pro-Russia. I debated Haz Al-Din. I debated Jackson Hinkle. I'll debate you too. Every grifter ever. My job is not to be liked. This guy is a Ukraine supporter. That's funny. Free speech does not compel speech, Peter Lol. That's just as bad as restriction. What's your max viewers? I think we had like 90 live viewers on the YouTube election stream for the Australian election. I think we had 90 live viewers. You know, we're slowly building up. What I'm really looking at is the average view count. I think the average view count is probably more important than the max. And you know, I'm happy it's growing. It's slowly growing. I'm happy with how it's growing.
I believe it's a United States war that they started it, or that they provoked it.
This is Kremlin garbage.
Where are the white nationalists who care about demographics all day long on the Kremlin's demographic replacement of ethnic Ukrainians in the occupied territories? Very interesting. We're getting a lot of white nationalists in the comments, guys. I want to say I'm not an ethno-nationalist. We do not like ethno-nationalists. I'm not a fan of blood and soil.
This is the same stuff that in 2014 people said about the Maidan Revolution. It's complete garbage.
My friend, having the same opinion with some stuff that Kremlin has doesn't. You are able to believe whatever you want.
Well, this is like being in Nazi Germany and saying, well, actually, Germany has a right to do this, and quoting stuff that comes out from the German parliament. It's no different.
My friend, I'm explaining you. I have this. There is a lot more deeper things that meet the eye here in this conflict.
In Ukraine, it's pretty simple. Children being kidnapped, bombs going into residential buildings every single day, and Russia unfairly and unjustifiably doing that. And you just can't accept that.
And people are dying. People are dying.
You're pretty much white, Drew. Join us. I thought you guys were saying that I should be deported last week. Very funny. Yeah, look, I actually agree with Philip. I'd say I'm a civilizational nationalist, right? I believe in Western civilization as a whole. And I think non-white people can join Western civilization. I think Japanese are pretty Western. So I'm not a race nationalist. Multi-ethnic, civilizational, pro-Western nationalism. It's weird how white supremacists love Russia, the country killing more white children than any other country. That's a fact. That's a fact, actually. Racist bros, chill out after a few beers and a game or two. I reckon we can convert them over time. I tell the racist guys, you don't have to fall down that rabbit hole. You don't have to fall down that rabbit hole. I do think that I don't want people to be demographically replaced in any context. I don't want Tibetans replaced. I don't want Palestinians ethnically cleansed. I don't want Jews ethnically cleansed. I don't want Europe completely demographically revolutionized. I just want people to have their own homelands. That's fine, isn't it? I'm a civic nationalist. I still believe in migration. I still believe that non-white people are part of the country and can become part of the nation. Of course. I'm not a race nationalist. I just don't think that we should have, every country on earth completely revolutionized and changed. And look, at the end of the day, I'm a civic nationalist. We actually like you, Drew. Bangkok people love Drew. We love the Thai people. Thank you, Daniel. I love the Thai people. I'm not a white nationalist, guys. I'm not a white nationalist. The white nationalists were calling me a Turk last week and saying, deport me. What's Kaldor-Hicks criterion? During the Korean War, Turkey and Greece, both facing communist pressures and seeking closer ties with the West, sent troops to support the UN effort. Isn't it interesting that Greece and Turkey fought for the first time in history on the same side in Korea? Isn't that an interesting, just random fact of history? You should start a Drew Boys squad. Well said. They continually use mass immigration to deflect from their traitorous stance on Russia. A lot of far-right guys are like that. You can't complain about Europe being invaded because you're not deporting migrants. That's literally their view set. I think there are lots of Indian Australians who are fully Australian and assimilated fully. Like how isolationist Daryl Cooper co-writes a book justifying the Russian invasion of Ukraine while clamoring on X for the US NATO to invade Israel to save the Palestinians. Dude, Daryl Cooper is such a fucking joke. Yeah, Yusuf, I agree with Yusuf here. We don't want the British, French, Italian, Germans, or Russians ethnically cleansed. I don't want anybody ethnically cleansed. I believe in a moderate level of migration, guys. I don't believe in ethnic cleansing. I don't believe in mass displacement of people. I think that's a pretty moderate stance, isn't it?
We're killing those people
every day.
And
The chat's really crazy right now. We've got like a whole fight between Drew, why do you deny that Ukrainians are ethno-nationalists? Dude, that's silly. Come on. The Crimean Tatars are part of the Ukrainian nation, and the Crimean Tatars have fought very valiantly in the war against Russia. The Jewish Ukrainian community has fought very valiantly for Ukraine. The son of the chief rabbi of Ukraine literally died fighting Russia. So it's so silly to be like Ukraine is just like a full pure ethno state, guys. That's fucking stupid. Like the Crimean Tatars, the Ukrainian Jewish community, they've fought very hard. They've fought very hard to defend Ukraine. Yeah, there are there's ethno-nationalists in Ukraine. There are ethno-nationalists in a lot of countries. The most patriotic Aussie I met was an Indian migrant Uber driver who moved me to tears about how much he loved Australia and how he was applying to join the police to give back. Good on him. If you're a migrant and you love Australia and you love the values of Australia and you respect the laws of the country, I support you. Simple. I'm actually going to the Greek church on Sunday. I'm going to the Brisbane Greek Orthodox Church on Sunday morning. I'm gonna see my friend Ali there, Ali Tabrizi, really cool guy. Crimean Tatars had a meeting in Turkey right now. In fact, I so do not believe in mass migration to Indonesia because the landmass of Indonesia already has so many people on landside that's relatively small. Famously, German and Northern Europeans were the non-assimilators in the American West, and they had to be changed. So this isn't a race thing. I agree that when it comes to assimilation, it's not necessarily race thing, of course. The Kaldor-Hicks criterion in immigration economics suggests that immigration policy should be considered efficient if the economic gains to winners compensate the losers. Yeah, I guess that's okay. And then everyone in the taxi clap. There's some very hard-hearted people here. 47 live viewers. Thank you, guys. 47 live viewers. Thank you. Please leave a like on the stream. Leave a like on the stream, and then we'll be able to reach more people. If we can reach 50 people today, it'd be awesome if we can hit 50 live viewers.
who's responsible for that?
And we need...
Yeah, dude. Azov Brigade had Tatars in it. Crimean Tatars, so they're not extreme purists. Dude, you know what's funny? Even Mussolini said there's no such thing as like 100% pure races. Like the fucking fascists who dream about 100% ethno-Aryan unity. It's fucking retarded, guys. Come on. And yeah, the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense, the minister is a Crimean Tatar. Also, Crimean Tatars are a good example of a genetically diverse ethnicity. Coastal Tatars are like Greeks. Steppe Tatars are like Kazakhs. Drew carries water for the far right and then cries crocodile tears when he exposed for his blatant racial vilification. How have I vilified anyone based on race? What the fuck's JR's problem? Swindon saying, no, dude, Swindon, that's disgusting. What Nazi Germany did in the Soviet Union was disgusting. They had a plan with General Plan Ost. They wanted to exterminate the entire Slavic people. That's retarded, dude. If you support that, that's fucking psycho. Drew, why have you shifted to making fun of harmless Africans on Twitter, making fun of white people? I used to support you, but it seems mean-spirited. What are you talking about? What have I done? What are you guys attacking me on? What have I done? I've done nothing. What are you fucking talking about? So, this is a funny comment. Tatars are white Muslims. They're so beautiful and polite. I've met Crimean Tatars, very nice people.
To put
You
an
can't,
end.
you can't say it. You can't say it.
We need to put an end to this.
Swindon thinks we got global communism. What the fuck, dude? The communism fucking lost the Cold War.
Well, and how we're going to put an end to this war? With how you...
With siding with the aggressor, which is what you're doing, apparently.
So with how do you propose? It's been 3 years, hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians die, and this will not put an end. With whoever
and you
the
think siding with Russia is doing it?
Whoever the approach you want to have is not working because we don't have an end. So we need to find alternative solutions and start having diplomacy.
It's empty. This doesn't mean anything. Russia's the aggressor, and siding with them is a complete waste of time. But that's what you've been doing, and I don't know why you've been doing it.
And this
is whether you've been paid.
You can say whatever you want. I can say whatever I want. It's up to the people.
Crimean Tatars and Bosnians also have the most civic forms of Islam ever. It's interesting. The Bosnian form of Muslim is the Bosnian form of Islam is actually very interesting.
To interpret who they believe.
I think people can make up their own mind pretty easily, especially your refusal. No, because you're not asking me questions right now. You're not asking me questions right now. If you'd like to interview me,
how did you choose?
If you'd like, we can arrange an interview on your channel. But right now, this is my channel, and I'm asking you the questions right now.
How did you conduct your interview?
There's like a coordinated, like sort of Nazi ethno-nationalist shit going on in my group chat right now, guys. I'm not a fucking race essentialist. I'm against white genocide. I'm against the genocide of Ukrainians. I'm against the genocide of Europeans. I'm against white genocide, but I'm not a fucking race essentialist. I believe that people of all backgrounds, I believe all human beings are created equal, okay? I'm a Christian. I believe all human beings are created equal at the end of the day. All human beings have an equal valid worth and dignity. And I think racism is disgusting. So I'm just being very fucking obvious and clear right now, okay? Drew, what do you think about successionism as a way of easing tension against groups that hate each other, particularly amongst ethnically concentrated territories? I don't know what you're talking about, Unique. You said an African making fun of white people is genocidal. No, there was a Twitter post where somebody was literally saying all white people are evil. That is a genocidal statement. Bosnian Islam, of course, assimilates a lot of Balkan folklore. That's fascinating. Your constant attacks on Asian, particularly Chinese migrants like myself, you stir up racist animus against China and then you cry foul. What are you talking about? JN, come on the stream, let's debate. JN, come on the stream, let's debate. I'll literally debate JR. How do I get in touch with you? I'll send you the link. You can come on the stream and we can literally debate. I actually agree with Con here. Most newly minted Aussie migrants are more loyal and contribute to this country more than just far-right cookers who mold in the basements. I think that's true. Bosnians less extreme in their Islam. I think that's true. JR, I want to say to JR, this guy says he's a Chinese migrant and that I'm being racist to Chinese migrants. JR, come on the stream. I'll give you the link to join the stream and I'll literally debate you right now. I've got no problems. We can have an interesting, cordial discussion. I'm not going to attack you. We can have a debate. You don't have to put your video on if you don't want to put the video on. We can literally just chat. Send me, I don't know, message me on Twitter or something. Message me on Discord. All this race talk give you a hankering for ethno-guesser. Actually, we haven't played ethno-guesser today. Let's play ethno-guesser today. Yeah, dude, I'm against like genocide of any people, right? I don't want anybody to be genocide. I want everybody to have their own home. I want everybody to have their own nation state. There are regularly 100K likes calling for... Dude, I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all. I'm against the people who want race genocide. I'm against that, Lucid Doggo. What the fuck are you doing? Fidius member of EU. Is JR the mega Zionist who's claiming you're pro Hamas? There was some Kahanist who was attacking me saying that I was pro Hamas. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? I've literally got like 1 billion posts saying that Hamas is disgusting. Chinese is a race now, and criticism of the CCP is equivalent to racism. Is it not racist to imply all of a race are equivalent to a government? Yeah, exactly. This idea that you can't criticize the CCP without criticizing Chinese people, that's a disgusting lie that the Chinese government invented. These CCP agents crying about being victims are as bad as the Russian equivalent. Well said. How do I debate this Jaffa guy? I want to debate him. I don't know how to get in touch with him. I want him to fucking get in touch and debate. I want to debate this. I want to debate this Chinese migrant guy who says that I'm racist. I want to debate him. I want to have a discussion with him. How do I get in touch with him? I'm not sure if he's still watching the stream. I'm literally hiding nothing. I'm not scared of anybody. I'm not being racist. I am against racism. I want him to join the stream. Let's have a debate. I want to say, I actually very much admire Chinese civilization and history and everything. They've got some amazing moments in their history, amazing culture. I'm against the Chinese Communist Party. It's a fucking communist party. It's a tyrannical dictatorship. Oh, yes, we hit 51 viewers. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. We hit 51 live viewers on YouTube. That's great, guys. I'm so happy to hit 50 live viewers when I don't even have a big guest tonight or anything. I'm really happy with that. Thank you so much. Why do you post a video about Africa never being colonized and make fun of it? Dude, that was a stupid video. There was a video pretending that the only reason why Africa has poverty is because of the Europeans. That's obviously stupid. Come on, dude. They were saying that Africa would be like the world's greatest superpower if it wasn't for colonization. And like, that's just too simplistic history. I was making fun of simplistic history. The late Hitchens spoke very favorably about the secular form of Islam in independent Bosnia and Kosovo. Lucid Dogger, I'll bring you on the stream. We can debate. Smash the like button. Absolutely. Okay. Okay, let me see. That's definitely... I reckon Maori. I'm going to go Maori. Just trying to see. Maybe Tonga? That's Fiji. I'm going to go Maori. Ah, fuck off. I missed it. It wasn't simplistic history you cared about. You were essentially doing a We Was Kings attack on black people. Dude, it was stupid third worldist bullshit. It had like 100,000 likes, and they were pretending that like the only reason why there are any problems with African governments is because of the West. That's fucking ridiculous, dude. Come on. That's ridiculous. Oh, where was it? Samoan? That's so unlucky. Micronesia. Okay, let's see. Next one. Let's see. I'm just trying to think. This is hard. This is a hard one. I'm not sure. Like, dude, it was black supremacist historical content. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's fucking hard. Secret Wakanda woman, King Reels. Yep, so true. Africa just about to make tomato paste and conquer the world. Bro, he was making fun of Hotepery. If you defend Hoteps, that's just pure contrarian brand. Dude, Hoteps are like literally like black supremacists. I think all forms of supremacist ideology is fucking disgusting and retarded. And I make fun of white nationalists all the time. So let's just stop being fucking retarded and pretending that I'm racist because I made fun of a video saying the only reason why there's any problem in Africa is because of the West. Okay, guys, sorry, I had to restart. I'm gonna put my original guess for this one. I know I got it wrong, so I don't want to fuck up the thing. Okay, so I got that one wrong. We're gonna go through. Okay, this one. This is hard. Okay, this is hard. I actually don't know. This is fucking hard. Do you reckon like Romani maybe? Romani? I don't know. Like maybe the Caucasus? Maybe the Caucasus? Or Gee, that's hard. That's hard. Southern Russia. I reckon I'm gonna say like Caucasus. I'm gonna do Southern Russia. Let's see. Oh, dude, what the fuck's Paleo Sardinian? They're in Cyprus. Fucking hell, dude. That sucks. Okay, next face. Okay, this is definitely East Africa. 100% East Africa. Not sure exactly where. Should I say Eritrea, maybe? I might say Eritrea. I'm going to say Eritrea. Yeah, I'm going to go Eritrea. Yo! I fucking got it. I literally got it. I'm so fucking smart. I'm so fucking smart. It's because I had a lot of smiley friends when I was growing up. I had a lot of smiley friends in my football club, Holland Park Hawks Football Club. I fucking know this shit, guys. I'm fucking smart. Holy shit. That's so good, guys. 5,000 points. Holy shit. That's so goated. Okay, next phase. Okay. This is going to be difficult. I'm not sure. West Africa, maybe? Southern Africa? I'm not sure. My ancestors are from Kithera. I know a lot of Kithera people. This is difficult, guys. I'm not sure. This is hard. I'm not sure. Fuck. I'm gonna go roughly around Eastern Africa. Maybe. Gee. I'm not sure. Maybe like. You know what? Actually, do you reckon the Tutsi? I'm gonna go Rwanda. Let's see. Oh, I should have just gone with my fucking gut feeling. Yeah, I should have gone. That was East Africa. Okay, definitely India, but then it's going to be hard to determine what exact part of India. Maybe it's more South India. I'm going to say more South India, maybe. What do you guys reckon? Maybe South India. Someone says Tamil Nadu. Look, I was going to go South India. I'm going to go South India. Let's see. Yo! Fuck, we're smart, guys. This is goated. My chat's fucking smart. I'm smart. We're fucking powerful. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay. Mongolian, surely, guys. Do you reckon Mongolia? Actually, maybe like the Ainu people, like in northern Japan. I'm not sure. What do you guys reckon? Drum Kitherian, but I'm dating a Cypriot. Is this technically race mixing? Good on you, mate. What do you guys reckon? I reckon Mongolia. Oh my god, my first guess was fucking right. Dude, I was gonna say the Ainu people, and the Ainu people are like literally the North Island of I literally got it right, and I fucking double guessed myself. Fucking idiots. Dude, you can literally see in my chat. My first guess was Ainu. I would have looked so fucking smart if I got that. I'm so fucking sad. Okay, fuck. This is interesting. I'm going to say like Armenia. What do you guys reckon? I reckon Armenia. Maybe Kazakh. What do you reckon? I reckon Armenia. I'm going to say Armenia maybe. Yeah, I reckon Armenia. Yo! Holy shit! I'm so fucking smart. Dude, I'm actually killing this ethno-guesser game. I'm fucking killing it. This is so goated, dude. This is so goated. Yo! That's fucking goated, guys. That's fucking goated. Hell yeah. Okay. Definitely Somalia. Surely, yeah, definitely Somalia. Okay. Definitely Somalia. Oh, I don't know. South Ethiopia. Fuck. Okay, next phase. Wow, this is tough. Tibet, maybe? Actually, I reckon Tibet. Maybe Tibet. I'm gonna try Tibet. I don't know. I'm gonna go Tibet. Oh, that was so incorrect. Holy shit. I was so incorrect. Tierra del Fuego, the south of Chile. I was so wrong there. I think I'm gonna go Papua New Guinea, maybe. Papua New Guinea maybe here? What do you guys reckon? Do you reckon Papua New Guinea? Someone said Greek to try troll me. Wait, what I got? Oh, no, it's actually, wow, okay, this is actually India. So I scored an average of 2,141 over 10 rounds. Damn. Dude, if I got that Anu one, which I originally guessed, I would have done so much better. Oh, dude, I fucked it up. Damn. Okay. That's a shame. Oh, guys, this is funny. Kamala Harris went to the
Trading the
Gold Coast.
political stage in Washington for a booth in Balmoral. Former US presidential
That one looked like Jay Therapple. We've got Jay Therapple as a friend. He's the only tanky that I'm like somewhat friendly with. I think he blocked me on Twitter though.
candidate Kamala Harris with the best seat in the House, dining by the beach.
Did you guys know that Kamala Harris ate here last night? No, but I did hear that she was in Mossman.
No, I did not. What's she doing out here?
The 49th Vice President and husband, Doug Emhoff, at Bathers Pavilion.
That's so powerful, guys, to be eating in Mosman, the center of the universe, very briefly. Guys, actually, the center of the universe was Mosman for a very brief moment while Kamala Harris was there. Good on her. You have to actually say good on her. By the way, guys, we've got 39 likes on the YouTube live. Please leave a like if you're watching. We'll be able to reach more people. It'd be really helpful if you guys can leave a like. I'd really appreciate that. It's really good. The average of the average viewers have really increased. I think we're averaging 31 on this live stream now. It's really picked up the past hour. Doug Emhoff is so lucky. Do you wish you were him? Oh, if only, my friends. If only. If only. Drew, is social media your full-time job? No, I work 2 days a week for a lawyer. I study as well. I'm doing university as well. But look, I do this almost as a full-time gig now. And I probably make about $600 a week, I think, doing this probably. Let me work it out. Yeah, I'm probably making like $600, $700 a week from my social media stuff. I need to try improve that so I can do this full time because I'm still not necessarily making money. Not just from X. So I've got about 105 subscribers across all my social media platforms now. I've got about 30 subscribers on Patreon. I've got 20 subscribers on YouTube, paying subscribers monthly. I've got 26, I think, on Substack, and I think I've got 34 on Twitter. And then on top of that, and they're all about $5 to $10 each. So I'm getting, and then I've got and then I normally get about $600, $700 a week in Twitter ad revenue. The Australasian Real Estate Conference. What a prestigious event, my friends. What a prestigious event. Literally the very soaring peak of humanity. I saw the former vice president this world saw ride out through the city to reconnoitre. It is truly a wonderful sensation to see such an individual eat at a cafe in Mossman. That's a great quote, Chris. Thank you very much for that. What's your membership charges on YouTube, Drew? I think the membership charges can go as low as like $2 a month, I think. I think you can sign up to be a member of my YouTube channel, and you can. There's some that are like $10 a month, but I think the lowest is like maybe $2. The world's soul in action. Do you still think Ukraine should keep fighting or go for peace? I don't think it's up for. I don't think it's up to Ukraine. I think it's up to Russia. Russia's the one that keeps the war going. I think Ukraine would take a deal right now if it paused the current lines of control. Unfortunately, I think it's Russia that's really keeping the war going. The Langham Hotel. Holy shit. This is some high-class stuff. Dude, they would have paid her like $200,000, $300,000 to just give like a 40-minute speech. It's crazy. Drew, do you get more hate from leftists, tankies, or racists? I think like all three basically equally hate me. I get heaps of hatred from tankies constantly calling for my death. The far right extreme nationalists, like the extreme race nationalists, they hate me as well. They say I'm Turkish, that I should be deported. And then I get a lot of hate as well from traditional leftists. So I think I'm pretty much hated by a lot of different people. That's okay. The most genius people are always able to rise above that sort of thing. Do you delve into the Islam debate sphere, Yusuf? Yusuf's a smart guy. I really like Yusuf. Who would win a squirt? That's disgusting, dude. Fuck you. Don't put that shit on my stream. We've got kids watching. Powerful. What kids are watching this stream, bruh, at 11:30 at night? Good point. Do you agree that Kamala is very beautiful? Absolutely. 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 She's a beautiful woman. Wow, that's powerful, guys. That's powerful. Very powerful. The coalition's back. Let's watch this.
Last night.
She's going to a typical Australian restaurant, so yeah, we thought it was great.
Oh my God.
Kevin Hogan, welcome to 7:30.
Thank you, Sarah.
David Littleproud.
Drew, what made you start getting into politics? Believe it or not, it was actually the Bernie Sanders campaign in 2015, 2016. That's what first sort of like gave me the politics bug, and I've been obsessed ever since. It's been 10 years. I've spent 10 years obsessively researching and talking about politics. And I love it. It's interesting. I can't stop talking about it, unfortunately. My life would be so much easier if I was just like a game streamer or something like that. But politics is what I fucking love and breathe with.
Dumped Barnaby Joyce and Michael McCormack today, while saying his new shadow cabinet's all about generational change. But you're all the same age or older. So what's really going on here?
Well, I think what David was saying here was, promoting people who are more recent arrivals into the parliament. So, and look, let me start by saying...
By the way, guys, we've got 40 live viewers. Please leave a like on the channel. Please leave a like on the video. YouTube will increase the algorithm recommendations. We'll be able to reach more people. So I really appreciate it. I call on you to please leave a like.
And look, I really feel for Michael and Barnaby. I mean, we're a pretty small team in the Nats, and there's about...
Yeah, I was a Bernie bro in like 2015. In fairness to me, I was like fucking 16 years old. I was literally 16.
...20 of us, and we're not only college.
Same here for me too. Only real ones can understand what that 2016 run meant. Yeah, dude, I was so young. I was 15, 16 years old. I was very inspired. I thought, wow, we can change the world. Unfortunately, I've become so much more pessimistic about the world since then because I've experienced hardcore brutality as a result of the tankies targeting me and all that sort of stuff. That said, though, yeah, never give in. Never give in is what I say. You were a Bernie bro like Jackson Hinkle. Unfortunately, I was a Bernie bro when I was 15 years old. But to be fair, I fucking grew out of it. I was 15. I became a lot more jaded around the world. About the world. I thought, no, you can't actually get ahead with, dumb socialist politics.
Colleagues, but friends, and I regard both Michael and Barnaby as friends as well. So look, I feel for them today. Being demoted is never fun, but look, they will still have a great contribution to make. Being a parliamentarian is a great privilege. They'll have committee work and policy development they'll still be able to do. But I note that the two people that have been promoted quite heavily today, Senator Ross Goodell, who's only been in Parliament 3 years, and Pat Conahan too, who's only been in Parliament for his third term, has been promoted to Assistant Treasurer. So they too will make great contributions.
Of course, that's not what generational change means, but let's just stay with Barnaby Joyce for now. He says the new positions are all for people who voted for David Littleproud in the leadership contest. So is this just raw politics?
Well, look, that's not what David says. David, as a leader, has the right to choose his team.
This is boring. We'll watch another one. Susan, nah, that's boring. Fucking boring. Well, let's look at Trump talking about Russia. Let's look at that. And guys, if you have an idea for me to cover on the stream, if you've got a piece of news that you'd like me to cover, leave it in the comments. Suggest to me what you'd like to see me bring onto the stream.
Says he's furious at Russia's continued bombardment of Ukrainians.
Superbase. 2001, the steering wheel broke, and in 2008, we lost both front tires, but we're still pretending we're in control of the car. I think he's right.
Cities, and is considering imposing further sanctions. Responding to questions from the media on Sunday night, Mr. Trump said successive nights of deadly airstrikes had come in the middle of talks, and he was not happy. He was also critical of President Zelensky. Russia mounted its biggest, heaviest aerial bombardment of the war so
I want to see a compilation of Camilla being beautiful. Beautiful. Okay.
far on Sunday, with at least a dozen people killed. Aruna Younger has the latest.
President Trump arriving in...
This is the first time Trump has criticized Putin openly, basically, in like all his years. The first time he's actually like full on taking him on. It's interesting. We'll see whether he actually means
New Jersey last night seemed to have lost patience with the Russian president.
Yeah, I'll give you an update. I'm not happy with what Putin's doing. He's killing a lot of people, and I don't know what the hell happened to Putin. I've known him a long time.
What happened to Putin? He was always like this. Fucking hell.
Always gotten along with him, but he's sending rockets into cities and killing people, and I don't like it at all, okay? We're in the middle of talking, and he's shooting rockets into Kiev and other cities. I don't like it at all.
Despite US-led efforts to secure a ceasefire, Russia has ramped up its attack.
Please, Drew, one TikTok of Sons of Liberty. Okay, well, look that up. Yeah, dude, he's not happy. He's not happy. Dude, it's all bullshit, isn't it?
Attacks on Ukraine. Hundreds of drones and dozens of missiles were launched on Kyiv and 30 other Ukrainian cities over the weekend in the largest attack since the war began 3 years ago.
It's so sad, guys. I was in Kyiv like 2 months ago, and it's a beautiful town, beautiful city. I feel so bad for my friends there.
According to Ukrainian officials, 12 people died, including 3.
I agree with Nathaniel here. He used it as another chance to trash Zelensky. Makes me think they're just pretending to fight. Yeah, dude, it's sad.
Children from one family killed in the northwest Zhytomyr region. Stanislav, aged 8.
This is Russia killed these kids today. Russia killed these kids today.
Tamara, 12, and Roman, 17.
Sick.
It's led Ukraine's President Zelensky to call for stronger condemnation from Washington. He said on social media, Russia is dragging out this war and continues to kill every day. He continued, this cannot be ignored.
Drew, did you protest Azerbaijan's invasion of Armenia? Yes, I did. I did. Look at my Twitter. If you want, search my Twitter profile, you'll see that I protested very strongly against Azerbaijan's invasion of Armenia.
Silence of America, silence of others around the world only encourages Putin. Speaking yesterday, the US president reiterated that sanctions were still a possibility.
You talked before about putting more sanctions on Russia. Is that something you're considering more seriously?
Absolutely. He's killing a lot of people. I don't know what's wrong with him.
So he's saying that he's considering sanctions on Russia. I don't know what's gotten into him. He's killing a lot of people. I mean, Putin's always been like this. He's been at war for how much of his presidency has, how much of Russia, for the entire period that Putin has been dictator, how long has he been at war? He bulldozed Chechnya, massacred people in Chechnya, went to war in Georgia, started the war in Ukraine in 2014, still, and to this day, it's still going.
You've talked before about putting more sanctions on Russia. Is that something you're considering more seriously?
Absolutely.
He's talking about sanctions. We'll see what it's hard to believe, right?
He's killing a lot of people. I don't know what's wrong with him.
There's pressure on the president to act. The US Senate is planning to approve a massive sanctions package on Moscow, which could impose 500% tariffs on Russia's allies. It has support from Republicans and Democrats.
That sounds
But last night, the US president also had strong words for President Zelensky, saying that he was...
Yeah, this is so annoying. Every time he criticizes Putin, he has to attack Zelensky, so he doesn't appear to be against Russia because he loves Russia. It's so fucking weird. Drew, you should talk to far-right commentator Brendan Martinez. He wants the far right to be grounded on its own terms rather than as a Russian FSB op. I've seen him on Twitter. Interesting. I mean, it's good that he's against Russia. What makes... I'm interested. What makes this guy far right? Because I've seen him attack Nazis. I've seen him condemn anti-Semitism, all that sort of stuff. Trump has to pretend Putin has changed to save face. The game of geopolitics. The Chinese have a word for it. Trump, yeah, I agree with Spectator here. He's just pretending, oh wow, Putin changed because he can't admit that he was fucking wrong. I also think he pushed tariffs as a softer alternative to sanctions and deliberately confused the two words because he thinks tariffs can replace a wealth tax.
Was doing his country no favours by talking the way he does. He added, everything out of his mouth causes problems. I don't like it.
Drew, would you debate Fuentes? I would debate Fuentes, but I don't think he would debate me. I think he'd think that my account is too small, but I would debate Fuentes anytime. Tell Nick Fuentes I'll debate him.
And it better stop. The worsening situation on the ground comes even as Kyiv and Moscow completed their biggest prisoner exchange since the start of the war. Ukrainian prisoners arrived home yesterday.
1,000 Ukrainian prisoners freed. I'm very happy to see that. These guys fought so hard to defend their country. Beautiful heroes.
Similar scenes in Russia. 1,000.
Far right is more like a label than an actual thing these days. I remember the actual far right union. Now they're scattered and pathetic, quite frankly.
Soldiers on each side have been swapped over the past 3 days. But those scenes of joy are yet to be witnessed across Ukraine's cities, where the
It's disgusting.
bombardment continues.
I was sleeping in Kharkiv in March, and a Russian ballistic missile Iskander hit about 10 minutes drive away from me. It was really loud. It rattled the window frame. It's a very strange experience to live there, guys. He's for remigration and traditional values. He's against Nazis because they are Nordic supremacists who killed millions of white people. He attacks low IQ anti-Semitism. That's the funny thing, right? Like, how stupid. I don't understand, like, the fucking resurgence of neo-Nazism. These guys literally killed the most white people of all history. Nazis killed the most white people of all history because they're fucking Nordic supremacists. They, like, literally they tried to genocide Poland. They tried to genocide every Slavic person in the world. It's fucking sick. Like, these guys are so fucking dumb. I don't know. It sounds like Brendan. It sounds like this guy is more right wing than extreme right. Sanctions of Russia and China are way overdue, and Biden certainly could have added more economic pressure to them both. Yeah, saw a Russian propaganda account on Twitter claiming Ukraine gave back old lady in this prison. So true.
Aruna Iyengar.
Yeah, man, Nazis killed my family, and I'm German. I've got a good Polish friend, and his grandparents were made to be forced slave laborers by the Germans during World War II. These guys carried out the most heinous possible atrocities against, like, tens of millions of white people. It's fucking crazy that there's any fucking white supremacists today. And they all love Nazism. It's just fucking mental. Thoughts on Kosovo, Serbia? I don't like the Serbian fascist regime. They tried to commit genocide in Bosnia. I think that's disgusting.
BBC News.
Our correspondent James Waterhouse is in Kyiv. He told us more about the reaction to the latest comments from Donald Trump.
I think.
Drew, will you talk to Destiny again soon? I do want to. How should I go about it?
I think President Zelensky wanted a response, frankly, after aerial bombardments we hadn't really seen before in terms of their scale. And what's interesting is how they are intensifying, and they have intensified since Donald Trump returned to office. And yet, the US president described his surprise as to how or why Vladimir Putin was launching rockets, in his words, at Ukrainian cities. What Ukraine wants is for America to follow through on its threat of further sanctions from Russia. And crucially, we heard Mr. Trump do so for a second time. But
DM Destiny. Yeah. I can DM him. I mean, I've got him on Discord now. But what do I talk to him about? I mean, what should I ask him to talk about on his show?
He's done it in the past, and that has not been followed up with action. It's usually followed up with continued efforts at ceasefire talks and warm language between Washington and Moscow. But President Zelensky didn't hold back over the weekend. He said American silence only encourages Russia. He said, the world can have a day off, whereas we're stuck here, still fighting this war and still having hundreds of drones and missiles land on our cities. It's been a very difficult weekend for Kyiv and dozens of other towns and cities across Ukraine. The air defenses were once again going last night with air raid sirens as Russia continues to try and terrorize populations with these deliberate strategies. But
it's a terror bombing strategy, absolutely.
Also, slowly, yes. But
oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Thank you so much for the super chat, bro. Thank you so much. Drew, what was the best Ukrainian dish you got to eat while there? I pray every night for Ukraine. Thank you, bro. That's so good of you to pray every night for Ukraine. I pray for them too. The best dish. I don't know the name of it. Damn. One. This is a funnier one, but this is not like really Ukrainian cuisine. But I have to say, the hot dogs they have in the service stations in Ukraine are fucking amazing. Because I was on the road constantly when I was there. What's the one? I need to get the name. Hang on. Ukrainian cuisine. Yes, Varinki. That's what I had. I really liked it. Hang on, I'll quickly put this on the screen. Varenki, I really like this stuff. This is really delicious. I love Ukraine. I love everything about Ukraine. Ukraine is such a beautiful country. Honestly, Ukraine is such a beautiful country. I love Ukraine. I have a lot of respect for you, Drew. I'm a socialist and we have dramatically different values and beliefs, but you're one of the only people left of Hitler who doesn't operate of third worldist, West bad, East good mindset. Wait, hang on. This guy's a socialist, but he's anti-third worldist. National socialist? That's fucked up, man. I don't know. Mel Witten Gnitz Shorty. You're one of the only people left of Hitler who doesn't operate off third worldist, West bad, East good mindset. It's a lovely afternoon in England and I'm having a lovely beer. West can't be that bad. The West is beautiful. I love the West. I'm a Western civilization enjoyer. And look, crucially, I think Western civilization is not, racially exclusionary. I think anybody can become a part of the West if they fully adopt the values, the mindset. The WOG servers in Ukraine, yeah, they're goated. Hello, Eli. Thanks for joining. We've got a member here. I want to say again, thank you so much, MM, for the super chat. That's awesome, man. I'm just looking. We've got, how much have we got tonight? 13, 18, 20. Cool. We made $50 in super chats tonight. Thank you so much, guys. I mean, that's so cool. A grand uncle was Estonian, displaced person in Germany because of Nazi-Soviet pact, joined SS because of promises to gain status, witnessed Holocaust, died fighting Ukrainian forces. Ah, dude, Jens, that's not good. So the socialist calling Drew an ethno-national socialist is gold. Thoughts on Avi Yamini's video on you? What one are you talking about? Did he do a new one? No problem, dude. It was really cool you visited Ukraine. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, bro. My great grandfather fought for Greece, fought for the Allies, fought with the Greeks, and he got captured by the Nazis at Thessaloniki, and he spent 4 years in Austria as a prisoner of war. And that's my great grandfather. He fought the Nazis. I'm very proud of him. Drew, can you explain to the chat what makes the Ukrainian hot dog so different? Okay, good idea. Let me bring them up. This is so funny. Oh, beautiful. There's even like a New York Times one about it. Look at this. In the midst of war, a tale of hot dogs. Dude, the Ukrainian hot dog go very hard. You're making a lot of assumptions. Not all Euros left of center are tankies. True. Unfortunately, a lot of tankies have poisoned my my mindset. It's very sad. I support Bosnia over Serbia because Bosnia has a woman PM that attends LGBT rallies. Serbs are literally Russo-Chinese client state that would collapse without EU aid. Listen, I don't like that. I don't like the fact that the Serbians are Russo-Chinese clients. Dude, Peter, I don't support ethnic cleansing. I don't support ethnic cleansing. Nah, the election one. Oh, the one where Avi complains that I voted Labour. I mean, I have a... we can discuss. We have different views, me and Avi, obviously. What are Western values? I think Western values are basically modern Enlightenment values, liberalism. Also, it's very much grounded in Christian moral values as well. The idea that all human beings are created with equal value, worth, and dignity. I think that's very fundamental to being part of the West, that Christian moral philosophy. The West-East dichotomy really is just liberal versus illiberal. Dividing the world into American v Soviet spheres is antiquated. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And look, the sad thing is I think Trump is like trying to destroy America's standing within the West, Hot dogs, Drew. In the midst of a war, tale of hot dogs. Oh, they're goated here. They're goated in Ukraine. At the service stations, they go so fucking hard. Oh, you know what's really interesting? Soccer. It's an Azerbaijani. It's Azeri. And they literally fly the Azeri flag at all these service stations across Ukraine. It's really strange. I was like, what the hell? Drew, why does alternative media watch hate you so much? You know what it is? It's because I was a leftist and I broke with the left. And people always hate traitors more than they hate people of the other ideological persuasion. So the fact that I once was left-wing, and like, I wouldn't describe myself as right-wing. I'd describe myself as maybe like a moderate liberal centrist. But the fact that I once was like, like a Bernie bro or socialist and all that stuff, and the fact that I changed my views, I think that's why Alt Media Watch just viciously hates me. I think that's literally why. And I think part of it as well is like, I came up from that kind of milieu. And so when I'm talking about Israel-Palestine and stuff like that, I guess I like criticize a lot of their like Palestinian ethno-nationalism, and I criticize their ethno-nationalism from a sort of liberal perspective. I'm against ethno-nationalism and stuff like that. And I think he hates that so much. Yeah, look, probably I didn't. Yeah, look, I would say, look, easy money. I think you're right. I would say I'm a social democrat at the end of the day. I'm a social democrat. That's how I'd say. I believe it, like economically, I believe in like a mixed market economy. I believe in, government state. I believe in state capacity, trying to use state capacity to help the poor, etc. But yeah, of course, Soc Dem isn't as far left as socialist. Yeah, they're completely different, I think.
President Trump says he's furious.
What else should we watch before I end stream, guys? I might. Your grift has been done 1,000 times way more successfully, Drew. Okay, dude. It's very cool. We've got 40 live viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Please leave a like if you're watching. I'd really appreciate it if you can leave a like. YouTube shows us to more people when we can have more likes when we have more likes on the live stream. YouTube recommends the channel to more people, so I'd really appreciate that. What should I talk, guys? Like, as the sort of let's discuss. Maybe I might wrap it up soon, but if there's anything else people want to talk about, let's talk about it. Yeah, dude, third worldism is fascism for brown people. That's what it is. That's true. Now, Avi actually did renounce his pro-Putin views. I literally talked to Avi about this, and Avi said to me that what woke him up was the fact that Russia and Putin, they celebrate October 7th. They celebrated Hamas and stuff like that. And Avi said that woke him up to the fact that Russia is obviously anti-West. I wish you could have seen that earlier, because he was really anti-Ukraine for a long time, and I used to fight with him based off that. But he told me that it was watching Russia celebrate October 7 that made him much more critical of Russia. And I thought that's a good thing. That's a good thing that he's moved away from that.
Let's begin this morning with a massive,
literally the largest aerial attack in the war so far. So fucked up.
deadly Russian attack on Ukraine overnight. It is the largest aerial assault there since the war began more than 3 years ago. NBC's Matt Bradley has
largest aerial assault in 3 years. That's mental.
New details. Matt, what's the latest?
Yo, Super Bass, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for watching the show today. Really appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. You've been a great viewer. You're always there on the chat, so thank you so much. Yeah, dude, he should have fucking known. Look, Avi should have known. He should have known. Russia was friends with Iran. He should have fucking realized, right? At least he's realized it. Some people still haven't worked it out. At least Avi could see the light when it came to Russia and Ukraine.
Yeah, Willie, it's like you said, it's being called Russia's largest aerial bombardment against Ukraine ever since this war started 3 years ago. Russia launched about 367 missiles and drones at about 30 villages and cities in Ukraine over the past day, including the capital. Now, the death toll currently stands at least 12 people.
12 people dead,
including 3 children, with about 100 more, hundreds more who have been injured. And this follows on from last night when at least 4 people had been killed, also in strikes by the Russians. Now, Russia itself also said that the Ukrainians had attacked them with about 100 drones over the past 24 hours. Now, all of this happens as efforts to end the war have stalled. Now, President Trump had said that he was hoping to end the war, but he has been more lenient than his predecessor. And that might be one of the reasons why we heard from President Vladimir Zelensky of Ukraine. He appealed to President Trump on social media, saying that the silence of President Trump and the silence of people throughout the world is only encouraging Putin. Now, European and Ukrainian leaders have been encouraging Russia to sign on to a 30-day ceasefire, but there has been some diplomatic progress, Willie. Actually, Russia and Ukraine are in the 3rd day of a 3-day huge prisoner exchange that, despite this sprawling bombardment, actually went ahead this morning. Willie?
And these are civilian targets, as you point out, inside Ukraine. Matt Bradley, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every...
Sick, guys. It's so sick. They're just monsters.
Welcome to the News Hour. Russia is escalating its bombing campaign against Ukraine.
The PSYOP campaign to radicalize Russian sympathizers has taken over entire social media platforms and murder media. I'm pretty sure Murdoch media is still pro-Ukraine. But look, social media has been crushed.
With a massive drone attack hitting cities and towns overnight and into this morning. In the past week alone, 30 Ukrainians have been killed and more than 163 injured. That's prompted President Trump to lash out at Russian President Vladimir Putin, but also Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as diplomacy stalls and violence rages.
A late night for Ukraine as flames and sirens broke through the darkness. Overnight, Russia sent the biggest drone attack of the entire war so far. Ukrainian Air Force officials say more than 355 drones came from Russia last night. And the night before, 298 drones.
Did you see Baden Panada's post the other day claiming Russia doesn't target civilians? That's disgusting. Where did he post that? Dude, he's fucking evil. Baden Panada is the most evil cunt I've ever seen.
Plus almost 69...
October 7th happened on Putin's birthday, just saying. It's an interesting coincidence, isn't it? In Australia, it might be. Oh, okay, now I get what you mean. Yeah, no. Murdoch Media, Fox News. Sorry, I was thinking of Murdoch Media in Australia. Murdoch Media in Australia is surprisingly pro-Ukraine. Murdoch Media in America, Fox News, is fucked. I agree with you. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. George Ganitis keeps posting about you. Dude, where did he post it?
Missiles.
Good on Avi for seeing the truth on Ukraine. Yeah, I agree.
Today, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said the attacks made it clear Russian President Vladimir Putin didn't want to end the war.
All the more so as Russian strikes
Yeah, Fox can't go against Trump because they don't want to lose their viewers to Newsmax.
are becoming increasingly brazen. Over 900 attack drones launched against Ukraine in just 3 days, along with ballistic and cruise missiles.
On Sunday outside of Kyiv, Ivan and Lyubov Fedorenko's home was destroyed.
Thank God we had no children at home. Yesterday, I was trying to persuade my daughter to come to us. After all, she lives on the 8th floor in Kyiv, and here it's the ground floor. She said, "No, Mom, I'm not coming." And thank God she didn't come, because the rocket hit on the side where the children's rooms were.
Moscow's defense ministry says they've shot down more than 100 Ukrainian drones, and flights to Moscow were diverted on Sunday and Monday. On the tarmac yesterday, President Trump said he was losing patience with Russian President Putin.
I don't know what the hell happened to Putin. I've known him a long time.
What happened to Putin? Dude, he's been at war. He's been invading Ukraine for 11 years now. It started in 2014.
Always gotten along with him, but he's sending rockets into cities and killing people. And
dude, it's just pathetic how weak Trump is on this. The tough guy, the guy who speaks tough to all these world leaders, and he's so weak on Russia. He has to go, "Oh, look, I thought we were friends." It's fucking weak.
I don't like it at all, okay? We're in the middle of talking, and he's shooting rockets into Kiev and other cities. I don't like it.
I want to say to this guy, listen, I think at the end of the day, the Murdoch media reflects the fact. Murdoch media reflects the fact that, half the population is conservative, and conservative people want to read conservative news. It's like how left-wing people want to read The Guardian. Ganitis keeps trying to dox your girlfriend. Not my girlfriend. He's fucking retarded, dude. He's just... I don't even know what he's doing. He's attacking some random person that I used to be friends with ages ago. It's sad, man. It's sad.
At all.
But the president dodged questions about...
Does JD Vance still follow Captain Dreamer?
What changes he's willing to make, such as sanctions on Russia or military assistance to Ukraine.
President, what do you want to do about that?
I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. We'll see what we're going to do. What am I going to tell you? You're the fake news, aren't you? You're totally fake.
Later on social media, the president posted that Putin has gone absolutely crazy and had harsh words for Ukraine's president.
Goes crazy. Isn't that fucking crazy? 11 years of war in Ukraine. Started the war in Ukraine in 2014. It's only now that he's gone absolutely crazy.
Zelensky, writing everything out of his mouth causes problems. I don't like it, and it better stop. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov claimed Russia was retaliating against Ukrainian strikes and called President Trump's words an emotional reaction.
I will prevent World War III.
From the early days of the presidential campaign, Trump said he alone could end the violence on day one.
Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, shortly after we win the presidency, we win. All of us together are going to win. I will have the horrible war between Russia and Ukraine settled. I know them both. I will get it settled.
But 4 months later, progress is elusive. President Trump and Putin spoke on the phone just last week, and Trump said ceasefire talks were imminent. Russian and Ukrainian officials.
Drew, have you seen the video where Dugin says that by killing white Ukrainians, they are able to provide opportunities to Indians, Africans, Muslims? Russia is a genocidal woke DI regime. It's crazy. Dugin's got the most insane fucking ideology.
Recently met in Turkey for their first in-person talks.
Drew, did you go to the Walk Israel Day if you have it in Australia? I didn't go to that. I don't know if we've got that in Australia.
Since 2022. And Trump has sent high-level officials to speak to Putin, like envoy Steve Witkoff. Many Republicans in Congress have been advocates for Ukraine, but have largely deferred to Trump. Now, cracks are appearing in that united front. Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley made a direct plea on social media, asking the
I've had enough of Putin killing innocent people. President Trump take action, at least sanctions. You know, well said, Chuck Grassley. Well said.
President to take action, at least sanctions.
For perspective on the latest Russian attacks against Ukraine, we turn to retired Army Colonel Robert Hamilton.
I've got some pro-Russia retard. We should all be impressed by how well Russia's done in Ukraine. Are you fucking kidding, dude? 3 years and they still... What a clown. What a clown.
He spent much of his career focused on the former
They said Kiev in 3 days and they're still going 3 years later.
Soviet Union and is now head of research for the Foreign Policy Research Institute's Eurasia program. Colonel Hamilton, thank you so much for joining the NewsHour.
Thank you for the invitation. Glad to be with you.
So President Trump talked to Russian President Putin about a week ago, and yet there's been this steady increase in Russian drone attacks on Ukraine. Why is this happening?
I just want to say, I think the PBS news reporter here is very pretty. I just want to say that. I think that's just facts.
Happening.
So I think there's two reasons, Laura. I think part of it is negotiating behavior, right? I think the Russian
Witkoff went to the Kremlin without a translator. They provided him one from the Kremlin. Yeah, what a fucking clown show, dude. What a clown show.
understand after the face-to-face meeting with the Ukrainian delegation in Turkey, and also after the Trump-Putin call, that negotiations are likely, that they are likely to be pressured into direct negotiations to include the U.S. So that would be U.S., Russia, Ukraine. And part of this is negotiating behavior. It's sort of establishing a position, staking out a position in advance of negotiations by raising the level of military activity in Ukraine. And part of it, I think, is frankly to deflect from the fact that the ground war is not going as well for Russia as I think a lot of the narrative in international and particularly Western media would have us believe. Since November of last year, Russian territorial gains in Ukraine have declined month on month pretty significantly and pretty steadily, and their
Russia meant biblical days, yeah, facts.
Casualties per square kilometer gained have risen pretty significantly.
As Russia is escalating its attacks, President Trump said this weekend that he thinks Putin has gone, quote, crazy, and that he doesn't like the attacks, but he also said that he has gotten along with President Putin in the past. Do these comments have any effect on Putin whatsoever?
Of course not.
I think maybe at the margins. Or I think Putin is walking a fairly thin line. So he wants to delay negotiations as long as possible, because I think Putin believes he can outlast the West, and without Western support, Ukraine will not be able to win the war. It's likely that that's correct. Ukraine won't be able to win the war without Western support, but a cutoff in Western support, and especially U.S. support, does not necessarily mean Ukraine will lose the war. So on the one hand, this is Putin trying to kick the can down the road, essentially extend the timeline until negotiations start.
Very impressive, Russia. 3 years later, still fighting over Piskum village in Pupu Oblast, where 3 goats and a pig in one shed still stand for taking. Russia's strong. Russia's a clown show, guys. Russia's a clown show. 30% of Russia doesn't even have indoor plumbing. It's outhouses. They shit in fucking outhouses in 30% of Russia. 30% of the Russian population. That's tens of millions of people. They're literally still in medieval times. They don't have fucking indoor plumbing. They're shitting in the fucking woods.
But on the other, again, this is negotiating behavior.
Meanwhile, Germany's new chancellor said today that his country and other major allies are no longer imposing any range restrictions on weapons supplied to Ukraine as it fights Russia's invasion. And in the past, the U.S. had placed restrictions.
Oh, I have to say, it's clownish. You know when Germany says we're not going to put any restrictions on Ukraine using these weapons. Like, Germany's not providing the weapons, so it doesn't mean anything if you're giving them the ability to attack Russia's long-range weapons. You're not giving them the long-range weapons.
On how far into Russia Ukraine could fire U.S.-made missiles, and U.S. and allies in the past have followed those restrictions. How big of a deal is this possible change?
So I think it would be a really big deal if two conditions hold. One, if Germany has been very tight-lipped, at least the American
Russia unironically needs to be balkanized. Yup.
Government has been very tight-lipped about whether it has or will supply Taurus cruise missiles to Ukraine. If it does, the Taurus has a range of 500 kilometers. It's a very long range. It's longer, for instance, than U.S. ATACMS.
Inshallah, the Taurus comes.
Which is a ground launch missile. And so if Germany supplies Taurus missiles to Ukraine, and if Germany, the UK, France, and the US, and the US is critical here, if they all, in conjunction with each other, lift the restrictions on Ukraine using those weapons to strike deep into Russia, then it's very significant. The reason I say the US is critical is
Dude, it's 3 years into the war. How are they still fucking dragging their feet on this? Help Ukraine fucking defend itself.
understanding is that US support is critical for the guidance systems of even non-US missiles. In other words, without US support and acquiescence.
I'm curious, but do you know who NFKRZ is? He's one of the friendliest Russians out there. No, I don't know. Andrew Lenny, Trump is being embarrassed. Putin often crafty, but this is not smart of him. The Europeans need to lead, but the US will continue to back them up despite the isolationist elements in MAGA. Trump is just literally embarrassing America. It's so sad, guys. It's so sad. I'm literally long-time massive supporter of America, and it's just so sad watching what's happening. Trump destroying the image of America as the city on the shining hill. It's so sad. Max Hooper says, just joining. Drew, did you watch the State of Origin? Unfortunately, I didn't, mate. I've been streaming the past 2.5 hours. It's been a pretty good stream today. I think we're averaging almost 40 viewers, and we haven't even had a guest or anything. So the streams are definitely building up. It's great.
Even the Scalp, Storm Shadow, and potentially the Taurus missiles will not be as accurate and effective as they would be if the U.S. provided the support for the guidance systems.
In the past week, there's also been increased talk of sanctions, including from Europe. What are they considering, and are they serious about potential sanctions on Russia?
So a new European round of sanctions, my understanding, has been approved. I'm not sure if it's been applied yet, but
Who is your guest tomorrow? I'm not sure for the guest tomorrow, but on Saturday, I'm going to have Richard Hanania. Land to you. Don't write the Americans off just yet, especially with Putin dissing President Trump in this way. Big mistake. Dude, I hope, land to you. I hope you're right. I really hope that Trump can see that Putin is trying to embarrass him. When will you have Tracing Woodgrains on? Good point. I'll message them again. I'll see if I can have them on Sunday.
The EU has approved a new round of sanctions on Russia. These are essentially a moderate escalation of the sanctions that are already in place. I think the critical thing, the main reason or the main means by which Russia is still able to make money and support its economy throughout this war is by the shadow fleet, the fleet of oil tankers that are unregistered and uninsured. But the shadow fleet is able to deliver Russian oil. Some of our partners and allies, particularly
they have to shut down the shadow fleet. They have to.
In the Baltics, have seized some of these Russian tankers, these shadow fleet tankers, over the last month or two. If Ukraine's partners get serious about interdicting or even removing the shadow fleet altogether, then that would have a serious effect.
Remove the shadow fleet. Russia would crumble the next day.
Fact.
Here in the U.S., Republican leadership in Congress is also threatening sanctions of their own with a bipartisan bill that would, in addition to sanctions, put a 500% tariff on goods imported from countries that buy Russian oil. Do you think Congress should move forward with these sanctions?
Beautiful news presenter.
Or that they have to wait to get signal of approval from President Trump?
No, Congress can absolutely move forward with sanctions on its own. It did that in the first Trump administration. In the first Trump administration, Congress passed sanctions on Russia.
Did you see the OzInt report? Go to their account. Agree, lend you. Putin embarrassing Trump leads to volatility in negotiating positions. Just as likely to say we are selling Ukraine so many beautiful ATACMS and Patriot batteries and F-35. Guys, if Trump said we're going to sell Ukraine so many beautiful ATACMS and Patriot batteries and F-35s, I would be so happy. I'd be so fucking happy if he did that. Has Trump given Ukraine permission to strike Russian territory, or am I misunderstanding the headlines? That's what Full Circle History said. Trump, being the strong man, will let others do the damage to Russia. He will still say he's my friend. I don't understand what the problem is. Trump has this weird thing where he just wants to be friends with Putin for some reason. I don't fucking get it. Tomofo says she's a beautiful woman. No, she's a beautiful woman, straight up.
Explicitly for the reason that essentially they didn't trust the White House to keep sanctions in place. And so Congress passed sanctions that then only Congress can remove. And that could happen this time as well. And I think it would be a positive step if it did.
That's Colonel Robert Hamilton of the Foreign Policy Research Institute. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
He's had and continues to get Russian money, Drew. I think sadly you're right. I think sadly, yep. I'm trying to get the link here. It's so fucking hard. I don't know how to fucking copy it off the screen. Okay, finally got the link. Hang on one second. I'm going to bring it up. It's nonsense to think President Trump is bribed by Russia. Sounds like one of Hillary's dossiers. I don't know what it. Maybe he's not bribed, but I think for some reason he's got this massive like sort of ideological affection for them. Sweden's social democratic leader is pledging to stick with a more restrictionist approach to non-EU migration. That's what Sweden has to do. That's the right approach. If you want social democracy, if you want the center-left to exist into the future, you just have to be honest that people are not fans of open borders. His first wife of the contact. Trump has an ego because he's meant to be the guy who tamed the beast. He's never tamed the beast. Sons of Liberty had a YouTube stream showing the connection. Steve, you should send me the link on Discord and I'll try watch it in one of the streams ahead. Trump's attracted to dictators like MBS and Netanyahu. That's what your boy says. He wants Russia on his side against US. Both are playing him. Yusuf, who is himself Muslim, says Sweden has too many radical Muslims. Interesting. Guys, this actually has he's got a good point here, Danny Gold. I studied war for close to 2 decades, some with 2, 5, 10 times the deaths in Gaza, and saw maybe a handful of Holocaust comparisons. The casual way that Holocaust inversion is thrown around so casually, like the last 24 hours, it's done for obvious reasons. I agree with that. Long live Hitchens' Pavlov thought. So true. Well said. A lot of US weirdo conservatives have a Putin fetish. It's not unique to Trump. It's an alt-right weird thing. But if Putin insults and disrespects him, it'll all change. Well, I really hope you're right. I really hope you're right, Lendu. And listen, we can only pray that he continues to insult Trump then. Come on, Drew. I'm an old fart. My tech is a typewriter. Okay, Steve. We've got a comment here in the chat. Trump is seriously considering lifting all Biden-era Ukraine restrictions. Damn, if he does that, it'll be amazing. This is interesting. Yusuf, who is literally Muslim himself, says the radical portion of the Muslim population in Sweden needs to be deported to the Taliban's Afghanistan. Extremists, I think he's right when it comes to extremists. He's not wrong, is he, guys? That's a good tweet by Pekka. Peskov says this: Ukraine strikes residential buildings of Russians while the Russian Federation only targets military sites of the armed forces of Ukraine. What a clown show. What an absolute lie. Right-wingers have followed on the post-USSR narrative where Russia was meant to become a part of the rest of the world, but that's not something which makes sense today. Listen, I think they think that Russia is like the trad... I think they think that Russia is like, the repository of all trad Christian white nationalist values. That's what they actually think, and it's actually insane that they think that. Yeah, dude, Biden was so stupid with the long-range restrictions. That was one of the... Honestly, the long-range restrictions were really dumb, and it was a massive mistake by Biden. Thoughts on UK aesthetics? I think it's a funny page. I think it's a great page, actually. Trump isn't considering anything. He's a retard. That's a funny comment. Russia literally put up a Stalin statue the other day. Yeah, in occupied Ukrainian territory. Drew search Asian Krasnov. Okay. Isn't this just amazing, guys? I think this is the perfect representation of what we're seeing in Britain. Just like, literally the third world economic material conditions, and then just like Benghazi vote, and it's all like Islamist sectarianism. It's just amazing, isn't it? That was next, yes, Drew. It was the belief that Russia is a trad land. The Orthodox groups have huge sway on the Christian part of the right. Yeah. Oh, dude. It's the Dean and Dunya guy. I love the Dean and Dunya guy. We love the ginger converts to Islam in Britain, guys. We fucking love them. It's an amazing thing where the ginger converts to Islam actually seem to be a legitimate thing, like an actual demographic. And this guy had such an amazing song. He had the Arol Deen over Dunya, follow the Quran and live by the Sunnah. Beautiful song. Beautiful song. Read Jake Tapper's book. I'm not sure President Biden really knew what he was doing in the last 2 years. A travesty he was allowed to remain in office, let alone run for re-election. Oh yeah, Landy, it's such a disgrace. I'm gonna read that book. I'm gonna read that book. I'll download it after this.
Because it's only him I fear, just because you believe there's nothing there. We have to prepare. Do you even care? Are you even aware that the evidence is there? Human body is nothing to compare from the air that we share.
I love Dino Vidania. Let me get up the Dino Vidania song. I don't think Landu has seen the Dino Vidania song, so I really want to show it to Landu. Dino Vidania. Follow the Quran and live by the Sunnah. I live Dino Vidania. Follow the Quran and live by the Sunnah. So it's just basically what this is it's just like, I guess it's like really poor white British guys from like the poorest parts of Britain. And they like have converted for like, I don't know, like maybe they were just like targeted by like sort of charismatic preachers and stuff like that. And like they're living in a alienating setting and they convert to Islam to be part of the majority community in their area. Do converts get free convertibles? Well worth considering. Amen. Listen how good this is. This is amazing.
Quran and live by the Sunnah. I choose Deen over Dunya. Follow Quran and live by the Sunnah. I choose Deen over Dunya. Got a fear of love and they call it taqwa. I choose Deen over Dunya. Search for the truth and it'll always find you. I choose Deen over Dunya. Got a little lost but it'll always guide you back to the straight path. I love this guy. My mind was a warpath. So I took a different route, spending an hour in my own way, perfecting my craft. Now I got a little wiser, trusting Allah, found peace in prayer. That feeling was rare.
No, Max, that's actually not true. You know the interesting. You know what's a really interesting fact that I found out the other day, and it's really interesting considering the way that Russia loves to boost these like far right accounts on Twitter and everything in Europe. They actually have more Muslims than any country in Europe. And you wouldn't know that based on like, how all these Russian trads are always like, we are the sole repository of Orthodox Christianity. And it's funny. I think that dude isn't getting much lady action until the afterlife. Biden certainly made mistakes bailing out Silicon Valley Bank, not getting harder on corruption, walking. Dude, he should not have bailed out Silicon Valley Bank. What a disaster, hey. What a disaster that was. Because all those techies ended up supporting MAGA anyway. What a clown. What a disaster. Yeah, they have no idea about Russia. Yeah, he's called Inspired Revert. It's powerful. It's powerful. Wow, Inspired Revert. You know what's so funny, guys? I love how they use the term revert rather than convert, because the idea is that every single person is born a Muslim. And so if you're a Christian or you're a Jew or any other religion, you're actually just like mistaken. And if you revert to Islam, you're reverting to what you once were. Yeah, this one goes so hard. Guys, also just look at the settings. Like I feel bad for Britain, man, because like the material conditions in Britain are really terrible right now. People are really poor. Like, dude, look at all the rubbish in the streets. Look at all the rubbish in the streets, guys. Like I feel so bad for Britain, guys. It's so lost its way. Now it's time to stop. It's time to look. I love this guy. The Inspired Revert. Yeah, the reason Russia has more Muslims than other countries in Europe is because of the Caucasus and like southern Russia. And like I guess those were actually like Muslim lands before Russia conquered them. Oh, so the whole thing is that he like gets beaten up by criminals, and then like an Islamic guy like helps him up, and then that's how he converts. Fascinating. I love it. Great storyline. We love the storyline.
Yo, what have you got?
Yeah, guys. Unfortunately, Britain's like really becoming a massive shithole. Nothing for the youth. Oh my God, guys, I love the storyline. So he gets beaten up by like these criminals, and then like a Muslim guy like helps him up, and then he converts. Powerful as hell.
There's more to life.
And then he gives him the Quran. This is amazing. This is so... Guys, how good are the vibes here? Choose Deen over Dunya. Dunya. Yeah, I was going to mention Tatarstan Yusuf. Follow the Quran and live by the Sunnah. I choose Dean over Dunya. Grew up and call it Taqwa. Or Dean over Dunya. They'll always guide you. I choose Dean over Dunya. Got a little lost, but it'll always find you. Back to the straight path. I couldn't see clearly. My mind was a warpath. So I took a different. This goes hard, guys. My own way, perfecting my craft. Now I got a little. I bet that dude has vodka in his orange juice. What do you reckon the chances are of another bout of widespread rioting in Britain before the 2029 election? Dude, it's bad right now. Hey, there's a lot of sectarian conflict, and these terrorist attacks ignite massive sectarian conflict. Is there a trust in Allah, found peace in prayer? That feeling was rare. He's the only one I fear. Guys, look at the fucking trash in the ground everywhere. Why is Britain so bad right now? Just the vibes, like, even setting aside like the ginger convert guy, like the grey skies with rubbish everywhere on the ground. Like, this is just so depressing. What the fuck's going wrong with Britain? What do you think of a job guarantee policy? I mean, maybe. The Quran and live by the Sunnah. Drew, no shit. I took the subway in London to a town out west. When I got out, I swear I felt I was in Beirut. I went to a motorcycle shop to see the only two white dudes. Listen, guys, I went to Swindon in 2022 in Britain. It was like a poorer regional town, and I was shocked by the poverty. I was literally shocked by the poverty there. It literally looked like not developed at all. Is Australia as bad as Britain? No, I don't think so. But I think there are parts of Sydney where there's some pretty hardcore sectarian Islam. Like, for example, there were some mosques in West Sydney that held memorial services for Nasrallah, the Hezbollah leader who was killed. Is Islamism uniting the Catholics and Protestants in Scotland and Northern Ireland? Great question, Max. It's a great question. They call it Taqwa. I choose Dean over Dunya. The truth will always find you. I choose Dean over Dunya. Lost, but it'll always guide you. I was blinded and he found me lost and my wires crossed. I couldn't see a way out. My heart was black. Now it's him at all costs. Beautiful. Guys, look at the fucking trash. Why does it have to be so depressing? What the fuck's going on with Britain? Grey skies. Like crumbling buildings everywhere, just trash everywhere. And then just like a ginger guy who's like singing about like how beautiful Islam is. What the fuck's gone wrong with Britain, dude? People say I've been brainwashed, but they're not in the truth. This is my dark word. Let me get my message across. Look at the fucking trash, dude. It looks shit. This is so fucking depressing. I choose Dean over Dunya, follow Quran and live by the Sunnah. I choose Dean over Dunya. Places like these have always existed in Britain, for fuck's sake. Dude, it's gotten bad though. There's really bad poverty in Britain now. And then it's like an amazing situation where like they've combined really bad poverty with like Islamic sectarianism. And it's like, wow, what a fucking amazing combination that is. Hey guys, I've got an idea. How about we put shit all over the ground, just trash everywhere, and we go to like a housing estate that's like crumbling, like the bricks are literally fucking falling down, and there's grey skies. Choose a fucking rainy day. Choose the most depressing day possible, and then we're going to sing about how much we love Islam. Beautiful, beautiful propaganda. Yeah, look, Landy's right. Look, this is the thing, Landy. I think if you go to like richer parts of London, richer parts of Manchester, Liverpool, you know, there are parts of Britain that are obviously amazing. But like at the end of the day, there's some really bad concentrated pockets of poverty in Britain right now. Sheeran reckons it does look like that. I'm British. It's so bad here. I couldn't even explain it over text. It's not a single political group here that actually wants to move forward. Yeah, dude, it's so bad. JD Vance's comments, we were worrying about Islamic states with nuclear weapons and we forgot about Britain, lol. I mean, look, Pakistan, he forgot Pakistan has nuclear weapons. Go to Inala, not that flash. I mean, yeah, you're right, Lendy. We unfortunately have some pretty bad poverty in Australia too, of course. But I just think it's like, I think it is this like pretty unique situation in Britain where like they've got this amazing combination of just like shit weather, pretty bad poverty, and then sectarian Islam, like quite extremist forms of Islam. And I think that's just such a beautiful combination. Like when you combine poverty in post-industrial British towns and then just horrible, like fucking grey clouds every day, and then just get like the most extremist form of like Islam that you can find in like Pakistan and just take it to Britain. That's just fucking beautiful, isn't it? Oh, look, see, guys, Dunya is calling him, but he which is the world. That's the fallen state of the world. That Dunya's trying to call him on his phone, but thank God he chooses Dean over Dunya in the end. I was worried for a second. I was worried Dean was going to fucking win. No, sorry. I was worried for a second that Dunya would win out. Thank God that Dean won out. Thank God. Max, I lived in the UK. Inala is a paradise compared to parts of it. Same as US. A lot of it outside of major city are shithole slums. Listen, I think they've got worse slums in Britain and America than in Australia. Yeah, of course. It doesn't represent the entire part of Britain, of course. I'm just saying there's some pretty bad concentrated pockets of poverty in Britain. And then it's this amazing combination of concentrated pockets of poverty with like extremist fundamentalist religion from like rural Pakistan. It's just amazing combination. Yeah, I agree with Max that US slums are worse than Britain's. Like US slums, if you watch The Wire, US slums are just like literally like unlivable. It's just disgrace, like full third world conditions. But I think UK does unfortunately have some pretty bad slums as well. This guy's from Oldham in Manchester. You can check it out on Google. Heavy Muslim area. Also, isn't it amazing? This is Nathaniel Hayes. Nathaniel Hayes makes this good point. You also just have like Jimmy Savile types running around the place as well. So just Britain, just Pedo Island. Have you seen that? Have you seen that old comedy show from Britain where they called it Pedo Island? What's it called? Oh, fucking hell. What was that show? I'm gonna find it. What if we compared every country's slums? Oh, yeah, I found it. It was Brass Eye. It's Brass Eye. Hang on, I'm gonna get this up. America has like abandoned towns dedicated to overdosing on fentanyl. Yeah, it's bad.
We're after your help too. Security footage of a paedophile disguised as a school. He's been getting away with it in Sheffield for 12 years. Do you know him? Have you seen him? Please call.
Yes, we must catch that man. He really is a shit.
Brass Eye is such a fucking funny show. Where's that the Pedo Island thing? Watch this, guys. It's so fucking funny.
These are our children. They skip down our streets, but the paedophile is waiting.
This is your average day in Britain. Wait.
The paedophile is waiting.
Take a look at this. What is it?
That's Gary
Just
Lineker.
a hillside? Look again. There's a child there, no more than a blue speck. But the fact is, if you show this picture to a paedophile, they'll actually try and attack it in an attempt to reach the child. That's the sort of warped mindset we're dealing with.
Even our most drastic measures don't work. Last month, the notorious paedophile Sid...
Have you guys seen this? It's so fucking funny. The pedo looks like Bad and Panay, just saying. Gary Lineker, who just got fired. Yeah, he got fired, right? Watch this. This is so fucking funny. Watch this.
Notorious paedophile.
This is just like your average British state thing.
Notorious paedophile Sidney Cook was blasted into space to spend the rest of his life aboard a one-man prison vessel, posing no further threat to children on Earth. But it was revealed that an 8-year-old boy was also placed on board by mistake and is now trapped alone in space with the monster. A spokesman said, "This is the one thing we didn't want to happen."
Why can we no longer think of the British Isles without the word pedo in front of them?
Dude, it's fucked up. That's Britain. That's your average day in Britain these days. It's actually so sad. It's actually so sad. What's happened to Britain? So fucking sad. Listen, guys, I might call the stream an end tonight. 2 hours and 45 minutes. It's been a great stream. We've had I think an average of 40 people watching for most of the stream, which is really good. I'm really happy with that. The stream is building. The Drew Pavlu Show is rising. As I told you all, the Drew Pavlu Show is rising. Thank you, Andrew Landry. He says, good job. Thank you, sir. This guy said, there's just nothing here for us young people. Our entry position wages are a quarter of America. The right is old person heavy. There's just no future for you. Oh, it's bad, dude. It's bad. Drew, you should go on Destiny stream again. I'll try my best. Cheers, Drew. Thank you so much, Steve. I want to say as well, thank you to Kalkin1986 who donated, Tom Fonts who donated, Steve Sane who donated, Pickles LeBlanc, MM. Thank you, everybody who donated. And as Max reminded me, remember the fortress of righteousness. Thank you, guys. If you're watching now, remember, we're in the fortress of righteousness here. We're guided by the beautiful angels. And I want to say thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who's watched the stream today. It was a great stream. It was good fun. And I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to keep on doing it. Tomorrow will be episode 45. We're almost halfway through our 100-day challenge. Can we get a plate smash before you go? Not today, guys. Not today. I'm not going to clean that up. It took me 20 minutes yesterday. But I want to say, again, thank you, everybody, for watching episode 44 of the Drew Pavlu Show. The Fortress of Righteousness is rising. Nathaniel, thank you for watching. Extel, of course. Thank you so much. Everyone who's watched, I really want to say thank you. And yeah, great. No glass was damaged tonight. Amen. Salute you all. Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching the Fortress of Righteousness. And I'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share the streams around. Help me find a bigger audience. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless you all. And remember, stay humble in the Fortress of Righteousness. Amen.